Hi everyone, it's Heidi from Costumeco, and we're back for another live stream. It's actually been a little while, and today we're going to be talking about House of the Dragon, the new HBO show, the prequel to Game of Thrones. And with me, I have Shadowcat Becks
Hello.
and Tatiana Melendez.
Hello, my
Actually,
sexy darling.
and they're both coming to us from New York. Is that correct?
I'm in
Anyway, so
Manhattan and she's in Brooklyn.
yeah. So before we start on the show and the video, I just wanted to, Rebecca, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself to start off?
Hi, I'm Rebecca. For those of you who don't know me, I'm just a big Song of Ice and Fire nerd. I am a professional film and television editor. I do not work on anything quite like House of the Dragon, but yeah, I'm a big fan. I love talking about movies and good television, so that's why I'm here. And the beautiful clothes that accompany them. So
You got a very cool t-shirt on there. I just
yes.
noticed as I zoomed in on you.
Yep.
I just want to tell you, it's been a while since I've run live stream myself. Like Justin might come in the comments, but I'm kind of here on my own. So we're like, it's girls gone wild or something. I don't know.
The best kind.
Exactly. So now we have Tatiana. She's my fellow queen. She's here as well. Here she is.
Hello, you sexy bitches. I missed you so. So, for those who don't know me, I am actually a week away from graduating from my master's in acting. So, yay for me.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
It's been very stressful, but I am an actress, amateur costume designer, singer, and all-around artiste from Puerto Rico. And yeah, I came to New York to study. And I am a crazed Game of Thrones fan that will cut a bitch if someone says anything negative about the first 4 seasons. You can say whatever you want about the last 4 seasons of Game of Thrones, but the first 4, they're secret.
Yeah, I agree. What's your t-shirt? You guys are both wearing really cool t-shirts.
Oh, I got this t-shirt at a Elton John concert.
Oh, it's really awesome.
His farewell
amazing.
concert.
Yeah. Now before we go, I just want to say hi to everybody in the chat. We got a lot of people here. We've got, I apologize if I'm saying this wrong, Bernardino. We have Cindy C. Reflective Rambling. She's one of our really great friends. Stephanie Frederick. She said hello. Danny McKay.
Hello.
Angel Over. Lady Starfell. I feel like I'm reading like, I don't know what it is. Tamara Davis. Am I missing anybody? I think I get Sydney Rose.
Dragon Demands is here.
The Dragon Demands is here. Hi there. That's what he was. The Dragon Demands always says, hi there. In his deep baritone voice. Yes. Hi, everyone. Okay, so this is a girls' panel chatting about House of the Dragon, and we're going to get into it. So I think what we'll do is we're going to talk about, the trailer. We'll talk about the character posters, but, everything kind of leading up to this point. But of course, the burning question is, Rebecca, how do you feel about the fact that Stannis is not going to be in the prequel?
It's very disappointing to me, but I foresee a lot of prophecies about Stannis. He is the one true king. He is the prince that is promised. He is all 3 heads of the dragon. So,
yeah,
I don't care what the show says.
Yeah. Do you have like a lovey of him or anything that you sleep with?
She doesn't have a stuffy. She has a body pillow.
Oh yeah, I have
a body pillow. Yes. KOTDA.
No, it's not a sexual thing about Stannis. I just, I believe in our prince.
Yeah. The dragon said he thought he had a squeaky voice. No, dude, have you heard yourself? You've got a very deep, rich voice. Hi, Sydney Rose. So, and I think someone said Tony is here. So Tony's here. Hi, Tony. Ahem, he said.
Ahem.
Tony also has a very sexy voice. So, okay. So where should we start? I was going to say there's 3 things I'm happy about costume-wise and 2 things I'm not happy about costume-wise, and I'd be pretty much done. But anyway, let's just start talking about just in general. What are you kind of excited about? I mean, there's been a teaser, there's been a trailer, there's been pictures, there's been talk, there's been gossip. Tatiana, let's start with you. What are you kind of really excited about? What's got you
Well, I mean, the Dance of Dragons is one of those mythical things that you hear in prophecy and in history, but to see it full life, and I want to see all those dragons. I need to see each and every single one of the like 3,300 dragons that each die. So I need to see all of those. But most importantly, out of all, costumes. Like you do not understand.
Of course.
Game of Thrones is the gift that keeps on giving to me costume wise. I have a little page in my blog entirely dedicated to just Game of Thrones inspired costumes. I have done costumes for Jenny of Allstones. I've done costumes for Visenya, for Rhaenys, for Aegon the Conqueror, for all the ladies in Game of Thrones, for Jon Snow, for Lyanna. I still have and also for, oh my god, Daenerys the Dreamer and her husband. Like, it keeps on giving, and I still have even more ideas. Like, there's still more ideas in here because Michelle Clapton, she changed my life. so now these costumes, they're not from Michelle Clapton, but it's okay. It's okay. I can be re-inspired anew by a new costume. I'm always inspired by, say, Edith Head, the costumers of costumers. And from what I see, from what I see of the hair, from what I see of the headdresses, from what I see of the green dress that she wore that we'll get into.
Yep.
I am tentatively optimistic because like those costumes for like the teaser posters or the I'm like, especially that first costume of Rhaenyra, so I'm like, burn it. But I will continue to keep an open mind. I just want to see some fabulous costumes, some fabulous wigs. But if they do anything to fuck it up, I will say it.
Well, we will say it for sure, won't we? Yes.
We will.
Yeah.
We will have another Nipplegate.
I have to say hi to
another Nipplegate.
Kristen's here. He's always so helpful, and he helps moderate the chat. And he says hello to you, Tatiana, by the way. Justin.
Hey, Justin.
Okay, so Rebecca, I know you're into costumes too, but overall, what are your sort of thoughts about everything leading up to now?
Honestly, like I haven't really been paying attention up until this trailer came out. Like I saw the teaser trailer. I've kind of stepped away. Like I had to like re-familiarize myself about like the casting and all that stuff. But this trailer that came out, I guess before I was a little neutral on it. It was like, I'm gonna watch it. I don't know if I'm gonna get excited about it. This trailer made me very excited.
That's awesome. Well, I think also the teaser didn't really give a lot of information away. There was no dialogue. There was no talking. This is the first time we've actually heard words come out of their mouths. I mean, the dragon could correct me or not if I'm wrong about that. I was going to say that Lady Starfell said MC has been, sorry, Lady Starfell, wrong comment. This one, someone compared one wig to the wig Dracula worn in Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula. Are you talking about Rhaenys' wig? Is it Rhaenys?
Oh, it does look a bit Dracula-ish.
I actually love it.
It is
love
pretty.
That wig. It's actually very Grecian. That's
Grecian thing. I'm thinking of Lena. So that look more poodle.
I was actually really, really, really hard on the wigs at the beginning, but now I think the wigs, this is some really great wig work going on there.
Yeah. I mean, I still feel sorry for the actor playing Laenor because there's no thing in that wig.
That's pretty unforgivable. Maybe that was done by a daily.
I swear, I think that's not even a wig. They ran out of budget,
Mhm.
and they didn't have enough money to buy a wig for Laenor, so they literally just grabbed a mop, fashioned a wig out of it, and popped it on his head.
I was gonna say the Dragon Demands. He did like a really hugely extensive breakdown of like all the historical influences of all the houses and everything. Like he's just been like, deep in there.
Dragon.
So if you guys want to check out any of his videos, and actually the Dragon, I watched your reaction channel and I love that you were on camera. I thought that was great because he usually doesn't want to be on camera. He says a lot of people don't want to see his bedroom or something, or what you say. They don't want to see your set because you don't have a fancy YouTube set. I'm sitting in my basement with a blank wall. Like this is super fancy, right?
I am sitting in the only corner of my room that is not an entire gigantic mess right now because I'm moving and this looks like the apocalypse. So just imagine that this is clean when it is not.
Okay, so where do you guys want to start? So guys, one of the things I did is I went and I got a bunch of the pictures. Do you want to go through you want to go by character? We were talking about we might do that.
Yeah. I think
Who should we start with?
Sure.
We should just ask the chat who that we should start with.
Oh yes, ask the chat.
Okay, everyone in the chat, tell us which character you want us to start with, and we'll do that.
You have 30 seconds.
Yeah,
30,
it's funny.
29.
I've noticed that everywhere I've seen Damon is now called Damon fucking Targaryen. Have you guys noticed that? He's called Damon fucking Targaryen.
Yeah.
Damon fucking Targaryen. I'm
pretty sure that's his middle name.
I'm just doing that to get demonetized. Okay, so Lady Starfall says she came first. So she said Rhaenys. I think she means Rhaenys, right?
Yeah.
There was someone on Twitter who was complaining about all the names sound the same. And I said, that's George's fault.
Well, it was like, I saw that tweet. She's
like,
she didn't like the end line, like history doesn't remember blood, it remembers names. And
yes.
And then it was like, but they all have the same fucking names. So
yeah, but it was funny though. It reminded me, like in Mary Queen of Scots, that all of her handmaidens were also named Mary. Like they were all Mary, so it kind of made me laugh because I'm like, I don't know that would have been completely out of, it would have been John and John and William, and it would have been, like in England, it would have been like John and William and Christopher. Like it would have just all been the same names or versions of the names. So okay, so here's Rhaenys. I think it's Eve Best plays her. And so you can't quite see her crazy hair here. She's just wearing that really simple dress though. We haven't seen a lot about her. What are your thoughts on her? If you have any.
Give me a second. Guys, I'm in my phone, so I have to look in closely.
I have this other one.
It.
This is her character poster. Here she is in that scene. Like this hairstyle people were talking about, I believe.
Yeah.
Honestly, it gives me less Dracula and more Alien.
Yeah. I don't have a picture of it, but it does. There's a similarity to. There's this particular Greek style where they would do the hair like that, so it kind of reminded me of that.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure it's the same as in the poster. It's just like it's at a more flattering angle in the poster.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I kind of think it's cool. I mean, it's not my favorite, but I think it's interesting.
And we didn't, there's not really a lot we got out of her, like we, except for her having that discussion about, the whole idea of that a woman, they're not going to want a woman on the throne.
They're going to burn the city down before.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is sort of in canon with,
Yes. So and I don't think this is spoiler, like giving like the background information that's out there, but
no.
Rhaenys is the queen who never was. So she is, I'm sure I'm going to get details wrong, but she is Viserys, who is Rhaenyra's father, who is king when Rhaenyra is young. She is his sister, and she was passed over at the Great Council of Harrenhal.
She's the older sister, I believe.
Yeah, she was the older sister. So there was a Great Council. So there is shots from the Great Council of Harrenhal, we were talking about this before we got on. We went live about, you know, whether or not the show is going to be a lot of flashbacks or play chronological order. Oh, she's the first. Yeah, because her. Sorry. Yeah, because her father was. I can't. Oh my god! I had it about a half hour ago before we got on, but
damn you, memory.
She was the oldest. She was the daughter of the oldest son that died, and then whatever. So, but she got passed over.
Reflective Ramblings asking how she would get her hair done like that. It's funny because Marjorie, Tatiana, I don't know if you remember this, but Marjorie Terrell's wedding.
The lion waterfall.
They put a flower pot underneath it, and then they built the hair up around it. Yeah,
yeah.
There's definitely a cage in there.
Yeah, there's at least a bump it.
I like this. Lean says her hairstyle looks like a seashell, which might be a cultural kind of hairstyling of the seafaring Valarians. I love that.
I could fuck with that.
Yeah. I would venture to guess like we're gonna see other Valarians who have that hairstyle for sure.
I kind of dig it.
Yeah.
Hi Sabina. I don't know if hi Lean. I didn't say hello to you, and I didn't say hello to Black Stag and Oaktown Girl. I always want to say Oaktown Girl.
Oh,
you've been living.
Oh, you can sing.
Ooh.
Okay, so welcome everyone who's here. We're with the lovely Rebecca, Shadowcat Becks, and Tatiana Melendez. And as this stream goes along, I'm drinking, so words will start to slur. Okay.
I only have water with me right now, so.
Okay. I told Jack we call this a tipsy stream. He was like, "Huh? What's that?" All right. So next, someone mentioned what was the next character somebody asked about. We're not really talking much about Rainey. She's part of the the Dance of the Dragons, but Damon fucking Targaryen.
Brother.
All right. So poor Matt. What's his face? Got a lot of Matt Smith. Apparently, I heard after this last trailer, all the women were just like, oh my god, Damon.
Thirsty. They were very, very thirsty.
I never understood what the hate was about Matt Smith. Like,
I think I know, because most people know him for Doctor Who, where he plays like a really nerdy character. He has his dramatic moment, of course. Yeah. But most people know him for Doctor Who, or at least that was their introduction to him.
Got it.
So to go from that to this, I mean, there was the Crown in between, and in the Crown, he's a bit more like Damon in that sense.
And I never I mean, I've seen Doctor Who, but I don't think I've seen him as Doctor Who.
He's good. He's really good. He's very nerdy.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I think he's a great actor, and like, I think he looks like a Targaryen.
Yeah, I think they're trying to do the dragon can comment on this, but I think they've de-aged him here. Like, this is supposed to be from his flashback. And it was funny because somebody said to me the other day, "Oh, I wish he had long hair." And I'm like, you know what? He does have long hair in the character poster, but he has shorter hair later on. So I think this is supposed to sort of show you the difference between him as being young
morally
and him being older, right? And because he does kind of reminds me of what I think Rhaegar might look like. I don't know about you guys. I really love this costume. Tatiana, what do you think of this costume?
Probably the best I've seen him in.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't, and it actually looks different.
Yes.
To like what it's like. This is probably like my favorite costume of his so far, because those first two fucking pictures of him and Rhaenyra, I wanted to burn it.
It was boring. It's kind of boring, right? Like, this is it has some interest to it. It has some visual interest to it, right?
Yeah, and it was so samey to like thank you. It's like on a void without context. It looks nice.
Like this one I didn't mind so much. This is one I think from that came out later. I didn't mind this one as much.
Mm-hmm.
But again, this is like it with it's lit. Whereas this one, I don't know if they did this one like just hey, you're on the beach, let's just take a picture of you. It kind of looks like that.
Yeah.
Whereas this one looks like it's actually from the show, so it looks like it has a context to it. And again, I don't know if the dragon can comment on this. I was suspecting that some of these pictures they released them just because they were getting so many leaks, so they thought we have to do some photos. So I don't think it's I don't think it's a terrible costume. It's just not nearly as compelling as this one.
The problem I have with it is that it looks too much like the male costumes of Game of Thrones. This is supposed to be 300 years in the past. You're telling me that in 300 years, fashion for men has not changed at all?
Well,
Seriously?
it's actually 180. It's 180 years. It's not as because I think it's the conquerors were 300 years ago.
Yeah.
Potato.
No. I point taken. I totally agree.
It's like 180 years ago, people did not look like we do. 100. If you take it from like 1800s, 180 years before the 1800s, people did not look like the 1800s. That was my problem. That's what my biggest problem is. Like it gives me like a lack of creativity to just copy paste what they did in Game of Thrones when it makes no sense.
I know this is really dark, but here's the same outfit. It's just really dark. That he's wearing. Now, one of the things I noticed is that his hair's been cut here for some reason. And because I looked at it very closely, it looked like his hair has been cut. And why I'm saying that is there's a scene, we can talk about it here. Let me just find the picture of him being thrown down here. So there's this picture of him being thrown down and you can kind of see his hair is short.
Well, we don't know 100% if that's him. Because I'm
pretty positive I'm gonna go out on a limb, Rebecca, and I'm gonna say it's him.
Okay, fair enough.
But I could be wrong. I've been wrong before.
Yeah.
What do you guys in the chat tell us what you think? Do you think that that's Matt Smith or Damon?
Because it might be another. Oh God.
Could it be his doppelganger?
It might be like an Aemon. It might be there. There was a debate on another video I was watching that.
Yeah, the dragon thinks it's Damon because they didn't show any of Rhaenyra or Alicent's children in any other shot. I just because I zoomed in on the video and I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's Damon. Okay. But I could be completely wrong. I was wrong on the Lord of the Rings trailer. I got something wrong. So I'm willing to fall on my sword if I'm wrong.
Oh. It's not a hill I'm gonna
Tatiana, did you watch the trailer closely?
I only watched it once because I got distracted by other stuff, again moving. But from what I saw, I did see a few things. I thought it'd be awesome if we could like see it here like now, like but nah, it's fine.
Yeah, and and the thing that sucked too is that I grabbed these pictures from the video and they're really low res. That's the other issue. So it looked to me like his hair had been cut. So unless because the back looks weird. It
could. He might also have it like in a bun type thing, but you wouldn't notice if he wasn't a bun. Maybe it's something. Maybe he did have a haircut. Maybe he just was feeling his emotions and he just wanted something new.
I had it in my head canon that they cut his hair on him. Kind of like
that too.
I had it in my head canon that the King's Guard cut his hair just to because that would be like it's like who you call it
like the Chinese.
Yes, exactly. Or I was
in
thinking
the
like
Qing Dynasty. Think.
Yeah, exactly. Or I was even thinking like, who is it? Samson and Delilah, when you cut his hair, it kind of takes away their power or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or a mark of shame, like oh my god. Like Thorin and the dwarves.
Oaktown Girl, I think the teaser and the trailer, I think the teaser was shorter and then and it had no dialogue.
Yeah.
Just like I think a voiceover.
Teasers are usually just like like the
15 to 30 seconds.
Mara, she agrees with me. She thinks it's Damon. Anyway, I could be completely wrong.
It also, we have Bernardo thinks it's also Aegon the Second.
Yeah, so Tony thinks if it's the Kingsguard, it's Damon. That's it is the Kingsguard. It is the Kingsguard. So just based on their costumes, I figured. By the way, okay, before we move on to another character, the dragon says he loves the Kingsguard. I said it on Twitter. I'm going to say it right now. I'm sorry. I do not like the Kingsguard costumes. I especially hate the helmets, which I did a poster today that looks just like Magneto. I think it looks like Magneto's helmet from X-Men. And no, I know they look like the book. No, I understand they look like the book, but I don't like the crossover. I did a video on it. I don't like it. So anyway, but there's not, I only have a few things I don't like. I don't like that. And I don't like some of the fabric choices. And I don't like the princess seams like on anything. Like I don't like any of the princess seams, but other than that, I like a lot of it. I love the jewelry, Tatiana, the jewelry. I love a lot of the hair, and I love a lot of the costumes, but I can't get into that armor, and I can't get into the princess seams. But other than that, okay. So anyway, should we pick another character?
Sure.
Okay, we're asking in the audience if you guys want to pick a character that we're going to talk about next.
You have 30 seconds. Choose wisely.
Well, Reflective Rambling is talking about my Saria. Do you want to talk about her?
Sure. I mean, there's not really much. They only ever shown her with the cape. She
has two outfits. Yeah. So she's got let me get the thank God I labeled these. I don't know how I would do this otherwise. Yeah. Here she is, Marsaria, who I love this actress, by the way. She's amazing. She was in Ex Machina. She was in, there's another really fun show she was in that was on, she was in, is it not Tens? Justin, if you're here, you can tell me what the other show she was in.
I will say her hair is giving me some really strong Melisandre vibes with her in her intro.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she's got the cold shoulder, the cold shoulder, sort of open shoulder. I think they call that cold shoulder in fashion.
Yeah.
So that's her one look. That one, and then this is her other look. Like these are two, unless it's the dress underneath is the same dress, just she's wearing a cloak over it.
I do love that cloak though.
Oh no, actually no, it is a different outfit. It is different because this is her other outfit here.
Ah, work, bitch.
This kind of looks a bit like a superhero.
Yeah, it does. You know what it reminded me of? What's it called? Oh my god. Legends of
Eternals?
Tomorrow. No,
Legends of Tomorrow.
The blonde one, the sister of Laurel.
Oh, okay.
Sarah, the one that she has like superpowers and her outfit is white. It gives me like really strong that bitch. Y'all in the comments tell me who it is because I can't remember the name. I know it's Sarah something.
Oh, and here's Damon, by the way, in that same outfit from the character poster. It's sort of like a leathery kind of, I don't know, it's got leathery, asymmetrical kind of punch leather, blah, 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 blah. But I do like it. It's kind of got some cool visual interest. And hair is definitely long. It's definitely long hair.
Yeah.
Like the posters. And I love that he has it tucked behind his ears. His ears are adorable. Like those ears.
I know.
Adorbs.
He has big protruding ears.
I love big ears. It's so cute. Rebecca, what do you think?
About the ears specifically.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, the ears, I have to say big ears with that kind of hair. It's a little goofy.
Yeah. I mean, you can think of it like elf ears,
Yeah, that's what Jackie says. Hi, Jackie.
Hey, Jackie. You read my mind
about what I think like Matt Smith and Emma Darcy like bring to their characters as Targaryens is that they have like
Elfish
an
features.
otherworldly look to them. And I think like again, like I just didn't quite understand why everyone had like such a stink about Matt Smith. Like once the outfit, like he came out in the wig and it's like, hey, it's an improvement on the wig.
On that wig,
this
yeah.
did give me a bit of a Lord of the Rings kind of vibe.
Yeah, very, very Legolas.
Yeah.
But like I think he looks fucking badass.
I love it.
I think he looks otherworldly. Like you know, like like Lord of the Rings, elfin vibes.
It's interesting now seeing his hair. I realized he has like 3 hair lengths. He has that really long, the really long hair, then like
shoulder length.
like a shoulder length or like
Yes.
a chin length, and then the short hair if it is indeed short.
It kind of, I was saying, it kind of shows the distance of time. So this is why I'm wondering if they're doing maybe a little bit of de-aging on him, because he's supposed to be, I don't know, like at least 10 years younger, because this is when Rhaenyra is still young. She's a young woman.
Well, is. I mean, I'm sure like the show's going to be a little bit more flexible on it, but yeah, he's like 16 years older.
Oh, 16. Okay.
In the books. I don't know how that's gonna, but it looks like they're making Alicent Hightower the same age as Renee is. Oh my god, I am going to get, because I'm thinking Rhaenys and Rhaenyra.
Leanne. She wants to know what Reflective Rambling wants to know. This otherworldly look. I think she just wanted a bit of clarification there.
Yeah.
I think what Rebecca means is like not of our world, like not not in the contemporary 2022 world that we live in.
Yeah, like they have like like fantasy character, like fantasy, they have like a fantasy vibe of them. Like they don't look, human. Not quite.
Yeah, it's funny. I've been trying to explain to my son what humanoid is, like when we're talking about science fiction. So they are a humanoid, but not necessarily a human. Like, I don't know, in the way that they, because it is a different planet, I suppose you could say, or argue. Okay, guys. So what character should we do next? You pick something, Rebecca.
Let's do Corlys.
Okay.
Yes, my home. Oh, it's not my homeboy.
There he is. There.
Fabulous. Oh my god, I will never not love that mane of dreadlock hair. He looks like an old lion.
I think the actor is actually Steve Toussaint. He's actually bald, I think, in real life. So which it was probably helpful because then you're not having to deal with like putting that hair underneath that hair. So his wig, I think, is one of my favorites. Like I think they did a really, really good job with it. And here he is. Actually, this is the first shot of him that we saw. Right, they sort of did a half ponytail kind of on it.
Yeah, that's probably like still one of my favorite outfits that I've seen.
Yeah, I really like it too.
It's giving me a lot of very Christopher Columbus type thing. As much as I hate that. And
then this is a terrible picture, but this is him in the trailer. So lots of, you can see behind him, there's lots of, fasteners.
Can you go back to that last shot?
Sure.
Yeah, because I always love like seeing like the sigil on his leather. What is that? Doublet.
The seahorse?
Yeah. No, but like what is that?
It's like a doublet, a long doublet. I think I was calling it, or a coat overcoat. It's funny, Rebecca, I keep changing up my terms. Like I'll be like, is that a jerkin? Is that a doublet? Is that I don't know. I get confused.
Oh yeah. It looks like a cloak over like a leather coat. So
yeah, no, I really love this costume. And you can't really see it here, but you have to close in, but he's got like clams, like little like seashell kind of belt mounts, they're called, and then his
and like they still look really fucking tough.
he does, yeah,
like,
absolutely.
you know, like when you think seashells, like
Yeah.
as you know, embellishments, like
Mhm.
you know, it makes sense, like you know, in that time period, like but it just looks so fucking tough.
I know.
And he
I know.
looks kind of like I don't know, like a pirate, like a medieval pirate. He does. He kind of looks like he would, you know, a seafarer of the medieval
Yeah.
period.
And for people that were like giving the grand stink about, oh, that's not how Corlys looks in the books, like, so
Yeah.
like he's a seafarer, and I don't think the Valyrians are as anal about keeping the bloodlines pure as the Targaryens are. It's like, girl, it's fine. It's not that deep, bro.
Yeah.
And honestly, him just walking in that trailer when he's walking down the stairs with his wife, he looks so boss. Like he looked more boss than the king.
Yeah, I don't think I have a picture of that. But yeah, he looks
And
amazing.
like they have all the other Valyrians
Yeah.
behind them. I'm definitely going. They're going to be my favorite couple of the House of the Dragon. Corlys.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, and I think just the actor, like sometimes it comes down to the actor. Some people can really carry their clothes. They can really wear their clothes. And he just looks good in pretty much everything I've seen him in so far.
Yeah.
Like this one on the poster, I'm not really sure. They've done a lot of they've done a lot of color grading and stuff on the posters. So they've kind of brought everything sort of over to the red. But where is it here? Sorry. Where did you go?
My biggest worry about the show in
There he is.
general, and granted, like we're watching everything like on computers on YouTube, but like if they make everything as dark as it is in that fucking trailer, like that's gonna ruin the show for me after a point.
Yeah, I mean that's partially what ruined Game of Thrones. So,
and this is the unfortunate thing. Miguel Sapochnik, like you know,
Oh yeah,
he likes darkness.
yeah. It was interesting. Did you guys see that they did this comparison, like from going from each season and showing the colors that they went from, you know, one season to the next, and it did progressively get darker and darker, which I you know, I could see it. I can understand thematically it being that way,
yeah.
but at the same time, you still have to be able to see it. And then there were so many complaints. It was really funny because Stacy, or was this sorry, not Stacy. He's a YouTuber, a pretty big YouTuber. He was complaining that he couldn't see anything, like he was really mad. And of course, he's like a videographer guy or a video guy. So, 30 Days, you know who I'm talking about, I'm pretty sure. He is a big, huge YouTuber. Casey Neistat, that's it. And he was like, what the fuck is going on? I can't see anything. This is terrible. So, yeah, it was just crazy. So, someone did say, what was it recently? It was about, it actually was the Northmen. And someone said, oh, I really wish that they had used really bright colors. And I said, you know, they did. It's not the costumes, it's the color grading. Now, in that case, I thought that they had the light when they needed the light and they had the dark. I thought they did a good job of it, of balancing that out.
Yeah.
But
at no point during the Northmen was I like looking like what I can't see what's happening. You know?
Yeah, but I was actually yelling at the TV. Jack and I were watching the show Raised by Wolves and the recent season. And it was like, what are they doing? I cannot see anything. And I was like actually yelling at the TV, and they were doing that, you know, day for night kind of thing, which they are doing in this show as well. So it'll be interesting to see how the Dragon says they tend to overuse it. Like when CGI first came out, then everyone overused CGI past the point. It was practical. Now it's artsy to have dark scenes overdoing it because some camera shots can do that. And also sometimes they use it just to cover up, like, you know, crappy production.
And I'm like,
or that Starbucks cup on dinner in front of Daenerys.
Yeah.
I think probably for the trailer, like, you know, they kind of went with the darker tone. They probably like were evening out scenes that are going to look totally different in the show, so they like didn't jump too much like while we're watching the trailer, and probably covering up, not 100% complete CGI. I mean, it
Yeah.
looked pretty, like the CGI looked good, but
Tony says Black people have been lit differently. You have to have someone who knows how to do it.
like
Absolutely.
lit and in post, like color grading is also, yeah. Tony also wanted to know what you're drinking, Heidi.
Oh, Tony. Okay, so this is a new drink I just got. Tony's not drinking right now. How is it blurry?
How
It's
responsible.
called vodka lemonade. Like it's like a
That
fruity
sounds-
lemonade.
That
But
sounds
it's zero
nice.
carbs, Tony, because I'm trying not to drink or have too many carbs. So it's sweetened with stevia. So Jack doesn't like it, but it's actually pretty good. So and it's not super sweet. And Rebecca, I think she's just having wine. Rebecca, you having wine?
I am having wine. I am having pink wine because
Pinky wine.
it's summer and it has
Oh, that's like a blush, I guess, right?
no, I mean it's rosé.
So
But it has a unicorn on the label.
All right, so we've talked about
I'm drinking water.
and Tatiana's drinking water. I have to send Tatiana something. So we've talked about Corlys a little bit, Damon, Mysaria, Rhaenys. So we've got this is what we have. We have Kristen Cole. We talked about Damon, sorry. We have Alicent Hightower. We have Otto Hightower. We have Rhaenyra Targaryen. Bum bum bum. And Viserys Targaryen. So you want to talk about any of those particular people? Who's your favorite so far? You were saying you guys both think that Corlys is going to be your favorite. Maybe.
So far, his winning. Honestly, just because of the dreadlocks is his winning. But what was I gonna say? Alicent. Alicent.
Yeah.
She is growing on me. I at first was like, okay, this is fine. Like the first few, and then I saw like the last.
Well, I think it's gonna be more nuanced, right? It's not. I don't think it's gonna be black and white, and I think that would be good because if it was just like she's an evil villain and Rhaenyra is a good character, I think it would be boring.
Yeah.
So, that's her. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to figure it. I've been trying to figure out how to refer to it in the like when I talk about it. Am I talking about like Alicent now? And Alicent to the past, or do we call it young and old Alicent? Like, how are you guys sort of referring to that?
Bebe Alicent.
Young and old.
Young and old. So this is like, so I was a little bit confused, like in the trailer. So young Alicent comes up and she kisses Viserys. So I was thinking, are they married already? Or are they about to be married? Like, what's going on there? Because she's really young, like, and it's kind of gross. Like, it's like grandpa.
It's probably like maybe that's their wedding.
No, I mean that
it seemed like she's being presented to him, maybe.
Yeah. But her father was Hand of the King, so there was probably like some not relationship, but I think they're playing around with her age. Like I think they're making her, I think they might age up Rhaenyra a little bit. I'm thinking make them closer in age. Because
they're definitely making it like in this picture here, if I can find it. Okay, let me just find it. Hold on. I have a picture of the two of them, I believe. So here, like they seem the same age. Right? That's young Alicent and young Rhaenyra.
Yeah.
So and the feeling you get is that they were really good friends. They're really close.
Yeah. Well, and like was she like a lady in her court? Like she's in court. So
So Alicent's father is the Hand of the King, and Rhaenyra's father is the king. So it kind of sort of makes sense that they would be really close. But it says that in the book too. But then once Alicent had children, that's when things started to become a problem, right? Because then it was a threat to her throne. And then probably Alicent was like, Rhaenyra is a threat to her.
Right.
That's sort of what my feeling was there. What does everybody else think?
Yeah, I think that, they probably, I think what they're going to do in the show, they're going to make them friends probably before she becomes the wife,
Yeah.
which is a little bit different in the books.
Yeah.
I don't think they're of the like really close enough age where they would have been close. Like their son, Alicent's son, is only 10 years younger than Rhaenyra's in the books. But
Yeah, so
again,
they've obviously changed it then.
yeah,
They've changed it into the time. I mean, they did the same thing in Game of Thrones. I know they had to age up the kids because people would have been horrified, like, by Dany being like 12 or 13 or something, being married off to Khal Drogo kind of thing. So I know that they did have to do some changing. I can see Alicent being a lady in waiting. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I now realize it's interesting how this teaser this last teaser poster is different from her first poster, like the dresses, because in the first poster she looked more Tudor-esque,
Yeah,
like
here, let me get that for
like
you,
Italian
Tatiana.
Renaissance.
Yeah, here it is.
Thank
Here.
you.
Yeah, let me show you. Yeah, it's very different.
It's completely different, and then this looks more Grecian. Then actually it looks very Grecian. More, I guess, maybe what they're trying to do is saying that she adopted Targaryen fashion.
Yeah.
And make it more Byzantine. Maybe it's more Byzantine. Because that's where I think where we're going for.
And then there's this one here, which is kind of Tudor though.
Yeah, that's very Tudor.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, so far I'm not seeing. I mean, I will have to see like what they're doing with this chronologically, because I'm sure they're telling a story with this. But so far I'm not seeing any consistency in her silhouette.
Mm.
Yeah, my understanding, and this is just from other people, that these scenes are from the funeral, Elena's funeral, like the first ones, like all the ones that are at Driftmark, this one and this one. These are supposed to apparently be the funeral, and then because later on you see, where is it? Let me find it. Okay. Just give me a second, you guys. Sorry. I've tried to label all these, but here. Is this it? Here. There's a scene, like a wide shot here.
Yeah.
And they're all wearing veils and stuff like that. Now, it's interesting, though, because this is something that came out of Game of Thrones. Do people wear black in mourning in Game of Thrones, in the Game of Thrones world in Westeros? And they do. That is what they wear. But it's hard to tell here if that's what they're actually wearing, if they're actually wearing black, or if it's so dark that because in this scene here, which I think is the same scene, she's not wearing black. She's wearing her Targaryen colors.
Black and red. Yeah.
Black and red. Yeah.
Huh.
I wonder if, because she's from the ruling family as a representative, although she obviously was an aunt-in-law, whatever.
Yes, yeah, it would have been her sister-in-law, wouldn't it have been? Because she was married to Laenor, and Lena is his sister.
Okay, yeah,
so it'd be her sister-in-law.
Yeah, and also they were like best friends, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and they were very good friends too. That's true.
But it looks like she's wearing black with like red embellishment
overtones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I saw a picture of this. So it's dark. It's a darker color, like so maybe for a Targaryen, but it's kind of almost like a purpley color,
like a maroon.
But what? To be honest with you, when I go to funerals, I don't know if you guys, I'm like this. I don't wear pure black. I just can't do it. I usually wear a darker color, but I never wear black. I can't. It doesn't suit me.
Fair.
Yeah.
I usually just wear black or whatever I'm wearing, because usually when I go to funerals, people don't tell me they're going to a funeral until I'm actually there, and I'd be wearing like pink pants.
You
well, I'm not a religious person, so usually when I go to a funeral, it's not like it's not like a super religious event anyway. It's usually like a,
like
what do they call it?
A
wake or
service.
Like one time I was in a morning acting class in San Juan, and I had another class, musical theater class in the next town over. And my dad picks me up, and I'm in like exercise clothes. I have like a pink sweatpants and a black shirt with like stupid pop culture or something on it. And he says, "Oh, by the way, before we get to your class, we're gonna stop here." And where he stopped was the reception of a funeral for like an old family friend. And I'm like, Dad, I'm not dressed for this. I am literally wearing like a jacket, a black jacket with my name on it because it's like it was my school jacket. And like, oh no, it's fine. You see everybody like dressed elegantly in like somber tone colors, and me with this bright pink pants. I was like, I hate this.
Oh, reflective rambling. Oh my gosh, she didn't have to do that. She just gave us a $10 super sticker. Thank you so much. That is so sweet of you.
Oh,
she's so lovely, by the way. She was like on social media, like on Twitter and on my comments on my videos. She's always just such a sweetheart. I really appreciate her.
Yeah. Also, Mara Lee, I think.
Mara Lee.
She sent you like $50.
What?
Yeah,
Where?
go up.
Oh my God! Girl. Why didn't anybody tell me?
I was waiting for you to notice.
I didn't see it. Oh my God!
It's like way up here.
I'm going way up.
Yeah, it's in red.
Okay, I am so sorry.
Marley,
and then I'm drinking now too, so I'm like, it's getting worse. Just oh my God, Mara Lee, thank you so much. That is so sweet. She says, just a show of love and support. Oh my God, that is amazing. Thank you. That is really nice. It was funny. I was like saying today on Twitter that I'm battling the my Viking video comment section because I had a bunch of guys just like leaving all these, hey lady, I'm gonna tell you what's for here.
I'm gonna mansplain.
I'm gonna mansplain you. And like one guy who was like giving me a hard time about something, and I'm like, dude, here's like the link. I don't know. And he goes, oh, sorry, you're right. I'm like, well, And then so anyways,
you got an acknowledgement that
well, actually, I was pleasantly surprised that he backed down. So that was really nice. But yeah, and it was weird because like it was funny because normally most people who watch my videos are women, but with my my Viking, the Northmen, guys love Vikings. And then the other video that did really well with the men is Logan's Run. It's my most popular video watched by men. It's so funny, the majority, because they all love Jenny Agutter, who is the hot female star in that. She's from England. Oh, and he says, oh God, the white nationalists yelled at you about the Northmen. No, actually, I haven't had any white nationalists yet. I haven't had any. They've just been explaining to me that I shouldn't say Vikings and that people 50 wasn't old age in that time period, and that I don't know anything about the weapons. I don't know what I'm talking about, and the usual blah blah blah. So anyway, that was fine. No, because I had said that Nicole Kidman, I thought it looked weird that she was, playing a 20-something at the beginning of the movie, and then later is fine. But she, and also I said, I didn't say this in the video, but like her plastic surgery kind of makes it look a little weird. Like it's just like, okay, she says she hasn't had plastic surgery, and I just feel that that's kind of disingenuous. Like, come on, like
honey, please.
There's a difference between like plastic surgery and lots of lasers and Botox and fillers.
She might have not. Okay, fair enough. She might have not gone under the knife.
Yeah,
but she said it's all her diet and staying out of the sun. That's what she said. And so I just was like, when I saw that she was playing Alexander Skarsgård's mother, it was weird, because she played his wife in a TV show. But then also she's supposed to be in her 20s in the beginning. She's supposed to be like in her like maybe 26 or something at the beginning of the movie.
Nicole Kidman?
Yeah, she's supposed to be playing Amleth's mother at the beginning of the movie. He's a child, and then later on she plays her, as an older woman. And so I was like, okay, that's fine with her older, but I was surprised they didn't like cast a younger woman to play her as a younger woman. So that was just the only thing I said, and I had a bunch of people get mad at me because they didn't know what I was talking about or something.
Well, I mean, people will get defensive about Nicole Kidman. is Nicole Kidman.
I don't know if they de-aged her. I don't think they did. I think they just used a lot of spackle or something, like a lot of, filler.
Soft
lighting. Yeah. Because the thing I noticed, like, as you get older, you have these things like that kind of droop down, and there's nothing you can do about it unless you use some tape. Like, you have to just kind of do this.
Yeah. That's a good, you have to do that a facelift.
It's the only way to kind of deal with it, because it's just gravity, right? It's just, this is what happens. Mm-hmm. It was a great movie.
It was such a good movie.
Yeah. And actually, Rebecca and I we're going to do something on that in the next few weeks, right, Rebecca?
Sure.
Okay, so let's talk about another character. Let's talk about somebody else. There's Kristen Cole. Oh my God, I don't even know how I feel about this dude. Do you want to talk about him?
Sure.
Kristen wait, before we do, did you get there was a shot of Alicent in a green dress that was like it was like full body.
Yes, sorry, I've got it. Okay, let me get it. Young Alicent. Okay, so here she is. She's kind of walking up the aisle.
Yeah,
and then there she is. It's so dark though, so dark, you guys. And then I got a picture, and then I have her.
See, this was more medieval, so it's like
it is.
What is your style, honey?
I don't know.
I'm not getting it.
I don't know.
I mean, it's gorgeous.
She's borrowing from a couple. I mean, they are being kind of consistent, I suppose, with Alicent, like with a slightly off the shoulder.
In the color, I guess.
I do like that it's got this like opening, like at the front, that's with the clasps or whatever.
Yeah,
but it's sort of like a nice deep opening.
Plunging, that very Daenerys, very plunging neckline.
It is very Daenerys.
And you know I'm a whore for hanging the sleeves. I thank you, goddamn fucking Joffrey. He got me obsessed with hanging sleeves, but also Danny. Let's not forget about this. So
sorry, what were you gonna say, Rebecca?
I also, like, if you think of like being from the Reach and Marjorie Tyrell's outfits, like even like obviously not as plunging as Marjorie's, and even like the funeral scene on Driftmark, like her headpiece kind of reminded me like of
Marjorie's
grandmother. Like even like
Olenna.
Yeah, absolutely.
And why am I I have forgotten everybody's name?
Olenna.
I'm working
Olenna, the thorny lady.
Queen of Thorns, excuse me.
I'm working on a show right now.
Wait, what's it? What Olenna the thorny lady doesn't roll off the tongue, Tatiana?
No, it does not. See, this is what I mean. Don't you come for Olenna, bitch.
Writer.
Don't come for Olenna. Don't come for my queen.
Yeah. Where is that? What were we talking about? Sorry, remind me.
The dress, the green dress.
Yes, the green dress. Okay.
You were saying, Beck. Sorry for interrupting.
Oh, I don't remember.
So here it is. Is that the one you're talking about, Rebecca?
Yeah,
that headpiece.
Mm-hmm. No, it's true. It's kind of like we were saying it's kind of like a French hood, and
it gives me more Italian Renaissance with the bun roll thing they had in their heads.
But to your point earlier, it's like we're talking about different time periods.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're talking like 200 years in the future, and just how like it, what it progressed to, and like because even like Olenna's feels like old fashioned. Even for Westerosi standards at that time. Mm-hmm. But no, I hear what, I'm just like, kind of tying in like with our previous characters and like where they're from. And like the dragon brought up like, Old Town is south of Highgarden, but, still like kind of the Reach in general. Just like they're, especially the green. It's earthy.
Yeah, I didn't know she was a high tower either. I didn't remember that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I didn't know that either.
I didn't either. Olenna was a red wine, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Olenna was a red wine.
Allison's house is from the Reach, like the Tyrells. Or Tyrell. I got in trouble once for saying Tyrell, and people got really mad at me.
Tyrell.
I said Tyrell, I think because Tyrell is what they say in Blade Runner. But then I read this thing that apparently in Game of Thrones, when they were shooting Game of Thrones, nobody could agree on the way certain words were said. Like some people would say Tyrell, some people would say with Tyrell.
Well, did you ever listen to Game of Thrones? Like the audiobooks?
No, I didn't, but I heard they're really good.
Yeah, they're really good, but you know, there are like some, because it's only one actor, and he like, you know, and he was doing the young kids' voices, including the young girls' voices, and he never said Peter, he said Petire.
Oh, really?
For Littlefinger. He said
That's
Petire.
so funny.
Yeah, like so there were like some names like he was across the board.
Shiera Sea Star, she said she used to say Terrell. Well, no, and then someone told me this, and I read this as well, that George said you can say it however you want. Because he still says Dothraki. George Martin says Dothraki rather than Dothraki. Have you guys seen him saying that in interviews?
If I've heard him say it in an interview, I never picked up on it.
Yeah, I've heard him say it. He says some of the names very strangely. And then I never said Sansa. I've always said Sansa, like I've said it like softly. Whereas, you know, I'm not trying to trigger you, the dragon, but David Benioff would say Sansa, like Sonza. I always say Sansa. Like, so,
I will go very American and say Sansa.
Sansa Stark! Sansa Stark, you get in the house right now! It's like, Carl, get in the house!
Oh, can we quickly comment on the fact that we heard the name Rickard Stark, but we did not see a Stark.
Mm-hmm. Yes, let's talk about that.
I mean,
I have no idea what's going on there. George says
like,
Cersei. Cersei.
Cersei. I don't know, like, other than, you know, like, we're not gonna get it's not Cregan Stark, so, you know, they're probably gonna wait to like really like blow their Stark horn for Cregan, who probably won't be for another season or two.
Actually, speaking of that, I have, okay, maybe you guys can tell me what this character is. What did I write him down as? I wrote him down as the Baratheon. Sounded like Oren.
Boren.
Is it Lauren?
Boren?
Boris?
Boren?
I don't know.
Damn it.
I don't remember. Oh my god, I have to.
Boren.
Oh man.
Where he's the one bending the knee, and
yeah. I have a picture of it. I'm just trying to find it. Where are you? Oren or Boren? No, I don't have it. I thought I uploaded it.
Why am I?
I didn't upload it, but yeah, he's bending the knee.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is. Corley's bending the knee.
It's when they're initially pledging their allegiance to
Rhaenyra,
and that Rhaenyra is going to be the
heir
apparent.
Yeah, they're pledging their allegiance to Rhaenyra, and
it's the Black Stag, of course, has it spelled correctly. It's Bormund.
Oh, let me see.
Bormund.
I'll put it up there.
Bormund.
As the Black Stag.
Boromir.
Is it Boromir?
No.
Boromir Baratheon.
I mean, I can see
the Black
it.
Stag.
And that's how we connect Tolkien and Martin.
There's Boromund. What's Boromund?
That's it.
Boromund. That Boromund is the actual name.
The Black Stag had it right. Okay, because Kolnitsky said Boromir. So it is Boromund. I'm going to go around going, Boromund Baratheon. I actually have a stag brooch. A brooch. I have a stag brooch that I'm going to start wearing now. and I'm going to become a Baratheon. Did you guys ever watch? I know Tatiana did, but Rebecca, did you ever watch the lore, the Game of Thrones lore? The one with the Robert Baratheon one is the best one of them all.
Oh, I mean, I've seen them all, but I can't remember that one.
It's so good. It's narrated by Mark Addy.
Oh,
And he's just talking about, like, he's so arrogant, right? He's talking about my ancestors.
Oh yeah.
It's just really, really funny.
Yeah.
I went
Although
back and,
I did enjoy the one with Littlefinger because he just sounds so smarmy and
oh no, they're all
condescending.
really good. I just thought it was so funny because
They're all really good.
Robert's so arrogant. It's because they do a really good job because they're all from the point of view of the characters, and they do a very, very good job. I think, and the animations are very cool.
Didn't Stannis do one? I swear Stannis did one because he sounded very bitter.
Oh, probably.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I think they got all the main cast to do it. Like, I know Catelyn did one. And I know, Viserys did one for sure. His is like, oh, they're a bunch of idiots or something. It was really, really funny. Like, it was all from their point of view.
Idiots.
Yeah. So anyway, so that'll be kind of cool and exciting to see. I'm excited to see kind of what the Baratheon clothing is, the Stark clothing is, to see like what the ancestors of the Starks would have dressed like. Because, like, I mean, the Targaryens kind of make sense to me. Like, yeah. But it'll be interesting to see what the other houses dress like.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think we're gonna get a lot of Stark representation until later in the show.
Probably, yeah.
Because it's Cregan that makes a difference, and he doesn't come until the end of the Civil War.
Do you want to?
Oh yeah, anything with Harry Lloyd, like.
Oh my god, I love it.
And he's so pretty.
Did you guys watch Brave New World with Harry Lloyd?
No.
Oh, it's so good. They only did one season. He's amazing in it. Like, he's so good.
Is he the protagonist?
He is not the protagonist. He is probably the antagonist, I think. The protagonist is the actor who played Han Solo.
In the Solo movie?
In the Solo movie. And then the female she's from Downton Abbey. She plays one of the daughters from Downton Abbey. And she's gorgeous.
The
youngest.
Sybil.
Yes. Yeah. And he's like, what's the actor's name? Is it Alden or something, I think it is. But Harry Lloyd's kind of like, but he's a sympathetic character at the beginning, and then you're like, okay, and then he just starts to become kind of, but the whole world is screwed up. It's Brave New World, right? So it's this weird utopian society, but wow, he's so good in that. And then they
based off the book Brave New World?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And then they had a great setup for season 2, and then they canceled it. So I was really disappointed. It was on Peacock.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay, so let me now go to. Do you want to do Kristen Cole?
Sure.
I mean, this is a person I don't really know really much about at all. I mean, I guess in the book he's, you know a little bit about him.
He's a Kingsguard. I think the commander of the Kingsguard that sides with Aegon.
Yes. So he's on the green side, and he
crowns.
He was also one of Rhaenyra's lovers. So he now I get it. He bitter. That bitch is bitter. Bitter.
He's a bitter.
Yeah. She was crazy about him. He basically is responsible when they had the council, and they all got together and they were trying to decide after the king died, after Viserys died, and they were all like, okay, what should we do? And it was he basically killed the guy, one of the other guys who was going to go against them.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think within hours of Viserys' death, he's the one that crowned Aegon. I think it's
Alicent.
Millicent?
Without Alicent.
Oh,
they're Millicent. Malevolent. I think there's only we only have a picture of him in his
armor. Yeah, I mean, it's a good armor. I enjoy it. It's different.
I wasn't crazy about it because I was saying I didn't like the way it was over like kind of all these ridges and stuff because I thought that it wasn't smooth like armor, like so that the swords would kind of glide off or whatever.
Yeah.
And I didn't like
But
Tatiana. I don't have a picture. Oh wait, no, I might have a picture of the helmets here. Hold on, let me show you. It's actually with Otto Hightower. That's
oh,
Otto. Where is he here? So there's with Otto. So I thought that looked like, I thought those helmets look like something out of the MCU.
Yeah, there is something.
very, very, very Avengers.
Yeah, Avengers, exactly. Yeah.
And it's one of the downsides, like when you're doing like prequels, is at some point it's like, oh, you're making it look, more like you're making the technology look better than like the
actual show.
The successor. Yeah.
Oaktown Girl, unfortunately the photos that we have are the only ones that they've released, so I've either got the still photos that they've given us or they have given us or just grabs from the screen grabs. So unfortunately that's the way it is. So until the show is out and they'll probably, I have a feeling, guys, I don't know what you think, they'll probably do some kind of thing with Vanity Fair or with Entertainment Weekly like they used to do with Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Probably.
They used to just do these photo shoots and stuff, and then they would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, those
in
are
the
really nice
week
photos.
before, like,
yeah,
we'll start seeing more billboards and signs and.
Yeah. So I mean, these are terrible. I mean, because this is just taken from.
I mean, I don't mind the chest plate because I'm a hoe for details.
Sure.
But yeah, the helmet doesn't go with the armor. It's like one of the things is not like the other. Like if they had made it like looking like it might be like on the nose, but if it was like dragon-ish, the helmet, like a dragon head, maybe it would be better. I don't know. Yeah. Also, it looks like it has some places in it that aren't like armored, that are like I think in the arms, the upper arms,
that
they're
little like triangle, like
the chevrons
below
kind
his sternum, which that would be like a really shitty place to get stabbed.
So, basically,
this is one of my common complaints is that they have these soft points like weaknesses under the arms. Like I was saying about, you can't really see it here. Let me show you the other picture. But in where's that one here? Again, sorry, it's from the side only, but his gorget, like the guard around his neck, you could stick a dagger up there or a sword up there and just stab him right in the neck.
And his
like if you look at Jon Snow's, it's nice and flush with his armor. So it might be just because he's leaning down, but and people were like, well, it's kind of like show armor. It's not really, but like you still are a guard. You're still protecting the king.
Even okay, I don't want to go back into this, but Game of Thrones, they did a good job of the Kingsguard armor where they did have the showiness, but it was still, you can still realistically be covered.
Yeah, you were still pretty protected. I mean, I did kind of speak out a little bit about that as well, because I thought they should have had leg armor. A lot of them, they don't ever have leg armor, and I'm always like, it's the biggest muscle in your body. You should have leg armor. You should have upper leg armor at least.
It's right? bitch. If someone cuts you on the back of your knee, you are going to bleed out in seconds.
Yeah. So that was my problem with this armor. So what happens is if you want the sword to kind of glide off. You don't want it getting stuck. Like there's one of my favorite scenes in Game of Thrones. Do you guys remember when, what's his name? Not Thoros Samir, but Dany's love interest. He loves her. He's blonde. He's handsome.
Darrow.
Not Darrow. No, the other one. What's his name? He's from Bear Island. Someone tell me in the chat.
Oh,
Jorah Mormont. And he's wearing like really, really great armor. He's wearing like solid armor. And someone comes up to him with like a Dothraki sickle or whatever they called it. And just it gets stuck in his armor. And he's just and then he like kills the guy, because it's like, it's really good armor. You know, it actually protected him. And I mean, those weapons weren't really designed to be used in that type of hand-to-hand combat anyway. They were designed to be like while you're on a horse, sort of like. So, you know, you use, yes, thank you, Shira. For one, I'm middle-aged, and two, I'm drinking. So I've got two things against me right now. But we're having fun, aren't we?
We are.
Yeah, we got a really great group of people here. Shira, did I say a shout out to you? I'm going to say Up and Going Over is here. Oaktown Girl, I said hi to you already. 30 days. 30 days usually tells me it's time to go, but he's not giving me that today. KK and Sims 4 is here. I've never met you. It's nice to meet you. Kilnitsky, I mentioned you earlier. You're new to here. I don't know you either. Did Tony leave? Flashing lights. Hello. Did we miss anybody else? Up and Going. I said that already, right? Tatiana, tell me if I missed anybody.
Lean C.
Lean? Yeah. Is it Lean or Leanne, or how do you say that?
KK and Sims 4.
Yeah, we got a really nice group here.
Kolnitsky.
Justin says you have not said how long you want to go yet, Caution Code. That's not why he's not cutting me off yet, because I didn't say. Actually, we're doing pretty good. We're just a bit over an hour. We're doing
we're like an hour 20 something.
Mm-hmm. Rebecca, I'm now on the peach.
Oh, the peach has the peach.
This one's the best so far.
Yeah, peach is always my favorite.
It's really good with vodka. So, nice. Justin, what happened was I wanted to get like a 0 carb drink tonight. So Jack took me to the liquor store, and they sold these like as individuals, but I was like, and then I found they had a selection. So I got a raspberry and a strawberry, and I think they have like a multi-berry and then a peach. So it's pronounced Leanne. Aw, beautiful.
Penelope's here.
Hi, Penelope. How are you?
Hi, Lady Penelope.
I've missed your kitties. One of the things I was going to say, so Rebecca and I, like Tatiana, I think hasn't been that long, but Rebecca and I haven't done a live stream together. I don't even know what the last one was. Was it Halloween of last year? Was it that, or was?
Did we do one Halloween? I don't think so.
Not this past year. Not this year, but the year before. Was that the one where you dressed
like Clue characters?
Yes, I think that it might have been that one. Is that the last time we did one?
It might have been.
We've gone longer than that without a live stream.
What about the Bridgerton one?
Oh, Bridgerton, that's right. Tatiana, you did that one with us.
Yeah. Yes.
But that's at least a year ago.
Have you seen the new season?
I haven't yet. Have you seen it?
Yes, so much purple. I live.
Is it? Is it sexy though? I heard honestly, it's not as sexy.
It doesn't have as many sex scenes, but it's still sexy.
Okay.
It's like it's more slow burn.
Okay.
Is the story any good?
Honestly, I think for my part, I think it's better than the first season. Honestly.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's pretty good.
Like, for one thing, there is no sexual assault.
Oh, good.
Well, that's good to know.
That.
Yeah, that whole thing was so weird.
Yes.
That was just bizarre.
And the sexual tension is there. So when the sexy times come, it's actually rewarding.
Kolniski says he's drinking vodka now.
Nice.
So I'm drinking. I'm so happy. I was gonna have wine tonight with Rebecca, but then anyway, Jackie's drinking wine. My husband's upstairs having wine. All right, guys. So where are we here now? Brand. Let's look at. Okay, so we did Allison, Corlys, Kristen, Damon, Viserys. Okay, we haven't done Otto.
Sure.
Want to do him?
Sure.
I by the way, I have to say, okay. It's sort of weird to think that he's the same actor from Notting Hill. Do you guys remember?
I know.
That? Isn't that crazy?
I'm too young. I haven't seen Notting Hill.
Or there's one. Was it something Creatures?
He's been in so many things.
But he's kind of like a villain. He's sort of a villain. He's a villain, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, he is.
He's like, I think he's like the Peter Dinklage kind of the show. Do you think, or
Do you mean
the
Peter?
mastermind? Peter Dinklage.
Oh,
Sorry, Peter Baelish.
Yeah, I was like Peter Dinklage.
Peter.
Listen, he's a sweetheart. I mean,
I
his strategy
love
is a
Peter
sweetheart.
Dinklage. I love Peter Dinklage. No, sorry,
yeah,
Peter Baelish.
I do think he's going to be the little finger.
Yeah.
At this point.
He gives me that little finger vibe.
Yeah.
Like if Littlefinger got higher.
Masari is supposed to be the whispers, the
Varys.
Yeah, the Varys. Yeah.
But
so
she's Damon's she's
Damon's concubine.
Damon's lover.
So there is okay, so I was thinking, you guys can tell me if you think I'm wrong or what have you, that these pictures here of Otto, I was calling these young Otto because I think he looks younger here. I feel like because because this is in the same scene where we see Damon kind of going up against him. It seems like Damon is going up against,
Damon's always going, because like Damon is always in the he's always the rogue prince.
Yeah.
When Viserys named Rhaenyra his heir and Damon was pissed off. And then that's when he did all the shit with the gold cloaks. So they're always going to be I don't think there's a difference between young and adult or young and old with these guys hating each other's guts and
but that's why. But I thought because of his hair being longer, I think this is Damon in the past.
Yeah,
and then I think this is Otto in the past, and he does look different. Like he looks they tried to make him look younger. He's wearing armor, which is interesting. Because at first I was like, "Is that Otto?" And I'm like, "No, it is. It's him."
Yeah. His hand of the kingpin.
He's got his hand of the kingpin. Can you see it?
Is it?
Maybe not.
I don't know if he's wearing the hand of the kingpin, but you can definitely see is. It's definitely.
It looks like the same armor. Go to the Can you go to the other picture, and then go to the picture of him with Alicent.
Okay. I think
that's definitely not the hand of the kingpin. I
don't think so.
Yeah.
I think it's just a fastener for his cloak. So I think this is supposed to be him later on, like a little older.
Yeah, this probably this is probably during the war when he's no longer the hand of the not a hand of the king. I mean, he probably is. Oh, he is for Aegon, but he's not for Rhaenyra. It's confusing.
It is confusing. So one of the things, guys, we were talking about at the beginning, I don't know if we touched on this, is how are they going to deal with the timelines? How are they going to deal with, the past? Are they going to go back and forth? Because one of the things that Game of Thrones, I was saying to Jack today, is Dave and Dan made the decision they weren't going to do these flashbacks. So the only time they did show us any history in the past is when we had, say, Bran visiting, traveling through time or going.
The only other time they did that was that scene with Cersei and the Woods Witch, and
yes,
and that was the only outlier in the entire series.
How was that done though? Did they do a cold open with that?
Yeah, they did.
Was it a cold open? Because I always thought the only cold open was the very first episode, but no, I take that back. There were a couple of there were a few random cold opens. So yeah,
totally agree, Carl. Get in the house, Carl. I was saying that earlier. Are you guys? Did you guys ever watch The Walking Dead? Rebecca, you would have loved that show. Maybe you don't like.
I'm not going to go into Walking Dead stuff. No, I would not have liked.
You don't like zombies?
No, that has nothing to do with it.
Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's just a line from.
Yeah.
But it's Carl spelt with a C, not with a K. So Carl Snark. That's no offense to you there at all. Okay. And Carl's got the sigil of House Karstark, I think.
Karstark.
Yes.
He's a car snark.
He's a car snark.
Carl car snark.
I love a lot of the Game of Thrones.
Carl car snark from Canarsie.
I love actually a lot of the Game of Thrones people's names that they've come up with. They've come up with some really, really creative names. He says, love, greetings, y'all. Thanks for memeing me. Coral.
Carl.
In the house, Coral.
Snark. You should say it. It's really fun if you say it like oh my god, the first James Bond. Sean
Connery.
Sean Connery, like the Carl
snark.
Carl snark.
No.
Exactly.
You're welcome, Carl snark.
Hi, John H. So we only have a few other characters left to do, and then all right. So let's just get to. We did Otto.
We need to do Viserys.
We need to do Viserys. All right, there he is. In his target. Now he's not clean shaven. Usually, I think he was clean shaven, if I recall. But anyway.
Do you have a picture of him from? Do you have a picture of the Iron Throne?
Yeah. Let me find it.
Yeah.
That's cray.
Yeah, and there's a little bit of a wider shot for like that.
Yeah, I think I have it. Let me see if I can
shows
find it.
like how many more.
Oh, when she looks at it,
you know
that one.
Yeah. So
yeah,
it's. I mean, it's certainly not what you see in the book Fire and Blood, but it's a lot closer. And then if you go back to the other picture,
this one.
Yeah, and that is the fabled sword Blackfire.
Yes.
I thought that was Dark Sister.
No, Damon has Dark Sister.
Ah.
We have a picture.
And the hilt is just slightly different.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think he has it here, but there he is there too. Does he have it in the series? Where are you here? Does he have it in here? No, he doesn't. So that's the only scene. It's in the teaser though, in the very first teaser.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And he has very cool rings and stuff too. He's got really nice rings. Yeah. But what I was kind of excited about in this promo, this trailer, is that he's wearing his crown. Like here, he's wearing his crown, which I don't think is as it's described in the book.
Yeah, apparently it's different.
Mm-hmm. So what do you guys think of that?
I mean, it's a bit dark, so I can't really make it out very well.
I know it's terrible. Sorry.
It's
okay.
Supposed to have Aegon's crown?
Yeah, it's it with the jewels, and then and then
the big rubies.
The rubies.
Got it.
So it's not. Yeah, it's not the right. I don't think it's right. You guys in the chat can tell me. Some of the swords should be less tarnished on the throne. I think that's a really interesting point. I think the idea is that they've taken the swords and they've, heated them and then molded them into, the shape of
it is all dragon fire.
But but they're still sharp. Like you can cut yourself, right? Which is like they say is kind of a bad omen if you sit on the throne and it cuts you.
Yeah. Yeah, it does look very uncomfortable.
It's supposed to.
You could just put like a cushion, like
no kidding.
I'm sure they have like ergomatic cushions, like.
Do you mean the crown is very Lord of the Rings, up and going over? I don't know.
Oh wait, no, he doesn't have Aegon. He doesn't have Aegon's crown. He's supposed to have his father's crown.
Yeah,
okay. Isn't that like just a circlet though, with like jewels in it?
Yeah.
Like it's a
because
this. I don't know if you'll be able to see it.
I keep forgetting about all the lost artifacts of the Targaryen dynasty, like when they got lost, because like Aegon's crown is a big one.
Angus, I don't know if I'm saying this name. I'm saying your name right, Angus. She says, I feel like someone might fall on the swords on the side, so that explains why they removed them. Yeah, can you imagine being like drunk in the Red Keep or whatever, and just be like and then just like falling on one of the swords and tripping over the swords and then dying, like being impaled? That would suck.
I mean, that's how they said that Aegon's son, the Maelor, that's how they say he died. kind of like getting impaled in the Iron Throne.
Oh my God, that would
The
be
Iron Throne
awful.
rejected him. He was that bad.
Oh yeah, so yeah, she's saying that Jackie says someone did follow those swords. So maybe that's why they got removed. Maybe they got removed for that reason. Because what year was that? When did that all happen?
That happened. First it was Aegon, then it was Aenys, and then it was Maelor. So on the third Targaryen ruler.
Hi, Alicia. Alicia's in the house.
And then after that was Jaehaerys, and then it was Viserys. So
yeah, but
hi, Trekker Director. We got some new people here. My friends, would you mind holding down the fort while I go? Get another. I don't want to.
Go get sloshed there. We'll hold on the fort.
Here, okay. I'll just take that picture off for you guys for a second. I'll be right back. Okay.
Okay.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling.
Because like right now, I only think who do we have after this? Like, I think it's just like our grand finale of
probably Rhaenyra, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
and there's so many to talk about.
I mean, we only see Laena and Lena for like one shot in the teaser.
Is it even a good shot?
I mean, it's when they're entering the Great Hall, like a balls.
Right.
So, and they're like behind
behind
Corlys and Rhaenys.
Yeah.
And you can just see Laena like a little bit over there. You can just see her like.
But I did love that shot. Like that definitely. Like I am definitely, very big Team Valerian.
Yes, I mean, honestly, like fuck the Targaryens and fuck the High Towers. The Valerians should be the rulers.
Oh my God,
they're so cool.
Yeah. Our good friend AK is here. Hi, Alicia.
Oh, hey, Kay.
Hey, Kay.
We miss you, girl. Yes, Karl Koshnak. My middle name is Targaryen. It's Tatiana Marie Targaryen Melendez.
It sounds right. What else have you been watching, consuming lately?
I recently watched Heartstopper. It is like the cutest thing you will ever see in your life. I want to die. How about how cute it is? Have you seen it?
Nope.
Oh my God! I'm like, it's about like this. It's like it's like this really cute high school gay series about this like actually there's like this actually not even they're like middle school, high school about like their first crush and how they love each other and in like coming of age, and you're like, oh my God, this is so important. And before that, I got obsessed with our what's it called? Oh my God, what's it called? Oh my God, Our Flag Means Death. Oh my God, have you seen it?
Yeah.
Yes! Oh my God, I have been obsessed and reading fan fiction non-fucking stop. I can't deal with how good it is.
Like the first episode, I was like, but whatever, I'll give it a shot. And it like, more than half of them were on at that point. And it was just like, and when Blackbeard came and it's like,
Oh my God.
And
oh my God. It's like,
just like got better and better.
Oh my God, yes. It's like their chemistry is so good. I mean, of course their chemistry is so good. Like Rhys Darby and Taika Waititi, they're like best friends from like back home. They've been working for like decades. Yeah. They're like uber besties.
It's such like I don't know. Like I loved it. I love it. I think
I know. I am so fucking pissed at HBO for not renewing it yet. It's like why are you not renewing it?
Yeah.
It's like
well, you know why? I'll tell you why. Because they just went through a big fucking merger. So it's all after
But this show, everybody's clapping for it.
Yeah,
Everyone wants it. There are fan arts and fan fictions and everything galore. It is probably very cheap to make because it's not a lot of locations.
Everything kind of got like, and not in a bad way, but everything at HBO. Like I've been working on a pilot for HBO, so I'm like in the midst of it. Like everything's just kind of on pause, like while
they sorted it. They showed the shit out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll renew it. It's just
they
like
have to. Like, it's too big. It is like one of the most trending shows.
Yeah, it's
for
so
like
good.
the past few months.
Have you seen Our Flag Means Death yet, Heidi?
No, I just saw you guys talking about it.
It's so good.
Really?
It's so good.
Which channel is it on?
HBO.
It's an HBO Max.
Okay.
It's only 10 episodes, half an hour each, and it is.
Oh, I love that.
They're funny.
Yeah. I just finished watching Thanos' new show. Josh Brolin. Outward Bound or something.
Thanos having a talk show.
He plays a cowboy though.
Outward
Bound or something.
I haven't watched Moon Knight yet.
Oh, Moon Knight's really good.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that yet because, I haven't seen anything about the Avengers really at all. Although I heard that episode 5 will fuck you up irrevocably.
I actually went on vacation and I was so busy before vacation. I went on a proper vacation that had nothing to do with my family. And it's been my first proper vacation since right before the pandemic.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
I've gone out of town, but my first proper post-pandemic vacation. Yeah. So I just I kind of ignored some stuff because I was so busy with work, and I just I kind of every now and then I'm like, oh shit, I need to watch Moon Knight because I like the moon. I'm a witch, so
yeah, that makes sense.
No, it's funny. I was just laughing at
the show that I've been wanting to watch. That probably has been gone on for a while. It's what's it called? Oh my gosh, it's called What We Do in the Shadows. The TV show.
Yes.
Love it.
I saw the movie, which is what we call the title. But I haven't seen the TV show yet.
Yeah, the show is so that was my pandemic anxiety watch. But I just needed noise on and didn't want to think about anything. That was the show I put on.
Yeah,
it's so funny.
I've heard good things. Yeah, and what other one? Have you guys? Oh wait, no. I know Heidi has seen The Gilded Age. Have you seen The Gilded Age, Beck?
Oh, The Gilded Age, yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, I like it. I have laughed so hard at all the I laughed so hard.
Hi, Sabina.
Oh, hey,
Sabina. The one thing I did watch.
Thanos is the host of the Hunger Games. The Hunger Games.
Yes, it makes so much sense.
Oh, that'd be funny.
With the big ass smile. You cannot forget the big ass smile.
I know I was gonna. Okay, so guys, we only have. I think we only just have one character left. Rhaenyra.
Yeah. We saved the best.
Yeah, here we'll do her, and then we can just do some, open chat or whatever.
So this looks like the same dress from the funeral.
It is, yes.
Yeah, and so
they pumped it. They built up the red.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's that kind of iridescent,
yeah, blackish red.
Tiny.
But I didn't like it. I kind of thought the silhouette was a little bit like Ren Fair. And that crisscross lacing, and they had these little. I mean, there's little talons, sort of. What do you call those, Tatiana? Little loops, little talons.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. I mean, I hate it.
We're being given a countdown.
30 days.
My girl.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. So I've got a lot of her pictures. Okay, well, we've got the one of her. So that's the character poster. This is the one I really like. I really like this one.
I like that. That is very dramatic.
It is.
I like the fur.
Yeah.
The
I
fur
do like
cowl.
it reminds me, you remember in Sansa in season 7 or something, she had a kind of a costume like that? Like a hooded
Yeah. Yeah,
cloak
her.
kind of.
Yeah, her cloak. So good
And
though.
then where's the one of her and Damon? Maybe I don't have it. I don't have the one of her and Damon for some reason. But so I have this is what I'm really, really excited to see. Here, let me find it. See if I can find the picture of it.
Oh, is it her wedding dress?
Well,
here. Continue. Don't let me interrupt you.
This is adult. Oh, here she is. Okay, so here she is at the funeral.
Yeah.
I was mentioning earlier. And then so these are sort of like more grown up Rhaenyra. I'm just trying to find this one. Tatiana, I know you'll totally this. It's a terrible picture, but what is she wearing here?
Oh, so this I believe is their wedding. And
oh, really?
That's what I think. This is not like my original idea. I'm sure other people have talked about it. And this is like when they're like doing like that like blood pack thing.
Oh, okay.
So
let me see if we can find a picture.
Targaryen wedding.
Okay.
So yeah, because like
what
this
did I
is
call
like
that?
the way that they're looking at each other. It's like
Oh,
they
yeah.
haven't already fucked. They're gonna fuck tonight.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
let me see if I can find
that is some heavy fuck me eyes.
Yeah,
definitely.
some kinky blood brother sister wedding ceremony. So
yeah,
Carl Karsnark.
Here's the
yeah,
hand
and
here.
I think because like
it's very, very dark. So they've wrapped their hands in bands, but then some kind of blood, something's pierced their hands so that they've joined in bloody ceremony.
Yeah.
Bloody atrimony.
Yeah.
Because they do show that in Game of Thrones. They show when when Rhaegar and
but they got married by a septon.
That's true.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't have done a traditional.
Like, this is actually like I think this is like a Valerian Targaryen wedding that we're gonna see. Because they also like, although I'm sure like there was, I'm pretty sure when I like was reading stuff a couple of hours ago, I'm pretty sure like a septon was involved in legalizing the wedding. But yeah, like they didn't have like they got married in secret, so I'm pretty sure they had like a Valerian wedding.
Yeah, I'm trying to
that they reject, like that was part of the thing when Aegon the Conqueror, like he apparently got rid of all like the Valerian things.
Okay.
But they were still doing brother sister family weddings, and so this is a Targaryen wedding. So
but what I'm really jazzed about though is her headpiece. I want to really see what
I'm curious because I can't really say what it is, but just from like the peak, it's giving me again like kind of be like Italian Renaissance-ish when they had the thing. They had like a peak over the forehead. That was part of the.
And then it's got like a dangling bit with beads.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of looking forward to that.
Like
that's really interesting.
That has like, yeah.
I'm really that's awesome. And then of course we have I don't know if I got all the older Rhaenyra.
A dragon is always a ring bearer at a Valerian wedding. That's funny.
And then we have the young Rhaenyra, which I love her costume here. Which I was saying, Asun, she was saying that she didn't think that Michelle Carragher was returning to do the beading and the embroidery, but there's a lot of embroidery.
Maybe one of her
apprentices.
Yes. One of her co-workers.
One of her students.
I do like this dress that Alicent's wearing.
I like Alicent's dress too.
Yeah, it looks sweet.
Yeah.
I like her necklace, actually.
Yeah.
The jewelry, by the way, the jewelry in this is probably is my favorite. Like I love the jewelry.
Yeah.
And then there she is just doing this high view.
Earrings at last.
And then there's another.
Do you have the one with like the necklace?
Yes. Yeah,
Not
this one
that.
really reminds me of Danny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she was very Danny there.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
was like Danny's younger sister.
Exactly. Okay, so the ones with the necklaces here.
Yeah.
Oh, this is my favorite look of hers.
I
Yeah.
have
There's another.
Oh my god, her hair is
one?
Yeah,
so
that
long.
one.
Okay.
See, that's a French hood. That's a French hood if I've ever seen one.
Yeah.
So there was some talk about the livery that she's wearing there, having all the house sigils on there. The dragon had mentioned that to me, but you were saying you were watching, and Rebecca, you said you went into History of Westeros or something.
Well, I mean, yeah, like it's not like all the sigil, like it represents like each of the 7 kingdoms.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's like like the main house sigils, and there's still like a Dorne one in there
Okay.
apparently. But because like the one I'm pointing, like you guys can't see me pointing. So the one just to the right of the dragon looks like
I don't know if
the
people can see me
Tully.
pointing.
The
If
Tullys.
I do that, does it do anything?
The fish. No, it doesn't.
Oh, I don't know what that was about then.
So it's like it's all like it represents all 7 kingdoms.
Mm-hmm.
So
I love
I
the other thing. The thing I love too is the back of it. Let me see if I can get that. I think it's here, the back.
yeah.
You can't quite see it all, but her hair, first of all, isn't that amazing?
Oh yeah.
Yes, you know what? That reminds me of like another Grecian hairstyle where they like coil the hair all around like into like a swirl that ends in the middle. It's very complicated to do, but that's what it reminds me of. And I just love how it fits perfectly into the cap.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, it kind of just fills it nicely. Someone was saying that I think this is also kind of there's a Russian style hat that's kind of like this as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's some Slavic,
kinda.
but and some Byzantine.
But
Byzantine slash French hood slash Russianish.
She's mixing a bunch of cultures. Sorry, Rebecca, go ahead.
I'm okay with that.
I don't remember.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Have I missed any?
30 days is saying like but her white dress that
one. Oh yeah. Sorry, let's look at that. I have it labeled.
I think the one thing that is still bothers me a little bit, I've mostly gotten over it, but one of the things that still bothers me a bit is the fact that they skinified Rhaenyra. She's supposed to be like plump.
Yeah.
And
I know what you're saying.
Plus size, and it's like, and again, that has nothing to do with the actress. I'm sure the actress will do a great job. I'm not sending hate to the actress, please, but they couldn't find a fabulous plus size queen to play her. They had to make her skinny to make her sellable. I don't know, that always like bothers me.
Yeah, because she doesn't get sort of more voluptuous until she's had her babies, right?
Yeah, because
I mean, she says from a young age she was like plump. She wasn't like big, but she was like plump. And then she gets her babies, and then she gets more plump. But I don't know. It still bothers me a bit.
Sorry, I'm just trying to find her wedding dress here.
Yeah.
I've labeled everything, but now things are becoming more difficult.
It's girl is that vodka. I keep telling you, girl is that vodka.
Yeah, it is. Where is it? Come on. There's Corley's. It's like quiet. It's very quiet now.
This is not dead air.
Is this it? No, that's Damon. Okay.
But the Damon, that's the shot came before that because he's definitely
Here, I'll just go through them all, and then we'll eventually get it.
Yeah.
There she is there, but that's okay. I'll just go through them all, and then you guys can tell me when to stop.
Oh, we never talked about the gold cloaks.
Oh yeah. Let's talk about the gold cloaks.
Sorry, we
missed that.
Yeah.
Ooh, I mean, I like that cape on him.
Yeah,
it's
nice.
nice.
Oh, yeah. And like
there's a close up of that, but
yeah, I mean he gave them gold fucking cloaks.
He says,
yeah,
I'm coming, coming in style.
Yeah, because in Game of Thrones they were kind of just I was never super crazy about the gold cloaks in Game of Thrones. That's one thing. I mean, I love Michelle Clapton, but it looked like she kind of had not a lot of time to kind of put it together.
But also at some point, like it might be more realistic, like by the time like you're in like Game of Thrones, where like the gold cloaks are they're not the elite force that Damon has put together.
That makes sense.
It's
for
not
sure.
as prestigious. Like
they're the dregs of nobility.
They do what they do, but like they're not like this feels like it has like a lot more panache, so to speak.
Yeah, Damon probably designed them.
oh, he absolutely did.
Yeah. He had a say in it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right.
I still trying to find a picture of.
Thank God we got the gold cloaks in.
I still can't find a picture of her. I know I had it earlier of her in the wedding dress, so I don't know what happened. I'm just going to go through here and see if I can find it, and you guys can tell me to stop. There's the
wait, the grandpappy and his family.
Mm-hmm. And there's Lena there on the right.
Yeah.
See,
her wig is giving me a bit more Dracula
than in this
than
picture
Rhaenys.
for sure.
Like Rhaenys is aliens, and Lena is Dracula. That makes sense.
Yep. And then we've got so we saw this one. This is the wide shot.
And I do like his, Laenor's outfit.
Yeah, no, I did too. Yeah, I did too. It's just his wig is a little weird. And I like Corley's outfit here as well. I wasn't as crazy about Lena's outfit. I thought it looked a bit prom dress.
Modern?
Yeah, modern, yeah.
Yeah, like I would wear that like today if I had the figure. I don't.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
Oh no, Buster is now.
Oh, we should talk about this. This picture.
Oh.
That was
What's Buster doing?
Yeah.
This is a very cool shot.
He's about ready to make his grand appearance. it's gonna take a minute because he's old. Come on, bud. No, the map table looks amazing.
Yeah, it looks like he's glowing.
Yeah, it does look like. I don't know if it's. Yeah, I don't know what's on there. I mean, I know there's candles, but what is that?
I don't know.
It's the painted table, and I think it's just they lit it in such a way. But just so everyone remembers, this is where Stannis and Melisandre had sex.
Hot.
I think a Bolton wedding dress would be made out of a stag, wouldn't it? Or maybe antlers.
No, it would be made out of humans.
Oh, sorry. Oh, the Boltons. Oh gosh, that's terrible. Apparently, though, it didn't. What was it? Didn't Roose wear like some kind of weird fur? He wore like
to cover
like blood.
Oh, to cover his armor.
Yeah, but didn't he wear like a fur that had looked like it had drops of blood in it or something?
Oh,
in the book.
I don't remember.
Oh, I don't remember.
The Bolton wedding dress would look like a Lady Gaga meat dress.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. I am still trying to find this picture. I don't know what happened. I think I'm going to just blame the computer that it took it.
Do you have the other angle of the painted table?
No, I just have this one.
because you get to see Dark Sister in that.
Oh,
from the
okay.
Other angle.
You do you do get a good shot of Rhaenyra's outfit here, though. Tatiana, this is one we haven't seen.
Oh wait, that's a new outfit.
It's
I
mean, it's hard to see it, but it's got clasps.
I kind of like it from way out here.
I don't know if those are chains.
I don't know.
So then I've got there's Otto. There's a funeral. Oh, here it is.
Oh, there it is.
Found it.
Love her hair.
Oh yeah, little baby dragon scales.
Yeah,
and like in her hair. That's a really good wig.
That is a wig.
Yeah, do you guys remember when in season 1 of Game of Thrones, Cersei had that one wig with all the braids, but it kept falling over?
Yeah.
It was like lopsided. I mean, I appreciated it. Don't get me wrong, but I think in the episode Baylor, it was just like totally falling over. But that's
they flew too close to the sun.
So I like this dress. I just don't like the princess seams. That's all I don't like.
If they were more hidden, then sure.
I'm trying to figure out if they've added trim on top of it to give it, so that they stand out more. But I do like the collar, and it it has a bit of an Egyptian. It definitely feels like Dany, something Dany might wear.
The hair, it reminds me of something, but I can't quite remember what.
Like
maybe it's like the. This is gonna be so dumb. Like the hair that like the 90s hair that guys had that was like straight up, and it looked like a plateau.
Oh, like the fade, like the
eraser head
fades.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah,
that they had that was like really popular in the 90s. Like a lot of rappers, I think a lot of rappers had it.
Yeah, flat tops.
Yeah,
flat top. Yeah. I'm gonna say I don't know that it's the most flattering look for the actress.
Yeah.
It's a little heavy. Like Dany, whenever she had sort of lots of coils and stuff on her head, it was always still kind of pretty.
Yeah.
Whereas this doesn't look really that pretty, I don't think.
Well, I can understand it like not being like quote like a Targ beehive. That's
a Targ hive.
Targ hive.
Targ hive.
You guys, oh my God, Carl, you crack me up.
But we're again kind of like thinking, this is. I mean, it's not Italian Renaissance, but like wig eras, and it's like, oh, this is like a very formal occasion. I mean, obviously, like they're not playing it off as like a fucking like powdered wig.
No,
but it has like powdered wig vibes to it.
No, you're right. It does. It does. Yeah. By the way, Tatiana, one of the things I didn't mention in the video is like when we were watching, what do you call it? The Gilded Age. One of the things that did really bug me were the powdered wigs that they wore. At the, when they were at the little performance that they do at the ball. They look like something that you would go and buy at like a, like a hair, like what do you call it? A wig shop, like a Halloween shop. They didn't look very good quality.
They were Party City wigs.
Party City. Thank you. Yes.
Oh.
Up and going over, so the marriage has a cloak put on her back to make things more balanced. Oh, okay. Yeah.
True.
That's one thing they do. Well, that was like in Game of Thrones. By the way, did you know that marriage cloak that was used in Game of Thrones was actually Michelle Clapton's own personal like piece of material that she owned?
Oh wow! Wait,
so
which one?
Whenever there's a marriage in Westeros, they always wear that heavy cloak. It's sort of like embroidered. Marjorie wore it. Sansa wore it.
But they're all different though.
No, I think the one that she wore, maybe they are, but the one Sansa wore was Michelle's.
Okay, yeah, that's what. Yeah. Well, when Sansa wore when Tyrion married her, or when Tyrion married Ramsay. Yeah.
When
okay,
Tyrion,
that makes sense. That makes sense.
It's like a Lannister. It's probably like,
Yeah.
Lannister.
It's this. All right, it's the same one that Joffrey would have used with
Yes.
Marjorie.
So in this, I'm assuming then that that there'd be a Targaryen like wedding cloak of some kind, because they all have their So up and going over, when did you see that? Did you see it in the trailer?
What?
She says the marriage has a cloak put on her back to
Oh
make
no,
things more
I
balanced.
think it's more like the tradition because they're
Okay.
they're being married by the tradition of the seven.
Yeah.
That in the wedding they will put the man will put the cloak on the lady.
That's very true, Angus. I don't think we've ever seen dancing. Have we at a wedding at Game of Thrones? But we didn't have Targaryens, right? So we only saw the Starks and the Lannisters and the
Were they not?
I will say
no
there like a little
Boltons.
background dancing at the Red Wedding?
I don't remember seeing dancing.
I don't remember. Yeah, no.
There were performances, there was entertainment, but there was no no one was actually dancing,
No.
kind of like The Knight's Tale or something.
I will say I do wish she has some kind of bracelet. Or I mean, it looks like she might have a bracelet.
She's wearing like an armlet or something, like on her lower arm.
Because it's very hard to see to see.
Yeah, she is.
But okay,
she's got a very, very heavy necklace.
True, but like, I don't know.
Oh, she says, I didn't mean to sound certain. So she's just saying like from a, that likely would be the situation. And they would wear that at the ceremony, but this is at the banquet, I'm assuming, right? At the
plot twist. It is actually the Olympic ice dancing scene.
Carl
Koshnock.
We're gonna be the competitive ice dancers.
So I don't know if there's any other pictures that we missed. There was Harrenhal. I think this was Harrenhal. Is this what you thought, Rebecca?
Yeah, I think it's like the council after like Jaehaerys died that basically said, no girls allowed.
Oh, okay.
And then Viserys was going to say, well, fuck that. I have a daughter. She's awesome. So she's my heir.
Yeah.
I
often wonder, like, nowadays.
I know I'm getting some of those details confused.
Imagine nowadays, let's say, if we had dragons, like if women had dragons, and then they tried to pass a law like overturning Roe versus Wade. Like, do you think that would happen? Just throwing that out there.
I'm sure ladies would not let it happen.
I have a dragon, motherfucker. Like, try me.
Like,
go at it.
I will literally, an army of women with their dragons would be camped out right there in front of the Supreme Court. Like, try me, bitch. They only need what, 3 seats to have the majority. So
yeah,
only 3 conservatives gone, bitch.
John says in the books there's definitely dancing at the weddings.
Yeah.
Now, John, are you talking about Targaryen weddings, or are you just talking about weddings in general?
We've never seen a Targaryen wedding.
We've never seen a Targaryen, but I don't remember them mentioning anything about it in the book. I read Fire and Blood. By the way, I was reading that and I'm like, wow, this is really violent. Did you guys find that?
Oh, it is.
Yeah, I mean, like, most of it is about like, either conquering a continent or civil war on that continent.
No kidding. Yeah.
Or tyranny on that continent.
Yeah.
Or a little girl getting roasted alive by some weird shit inside her. So.
Oh yeah, the fireworms or what? Oh
yeah.
Well, I remember somebody said someone was talking about the show, and I said, "Spoiler alert: everyone dies." It's not going to end well.
Yeah.
For everybody. I feel bad for the dragons. I'm kind of like Betty White.
That's gonna be. I'm curious. I'm curious, what they're gonna end up doing as far as like how many seasons, and I can tell you that last season it's not gonna come a year after the season before, because that's just all in air dragon fights and some battles, but
yeah, it's mostly dragon fights.
I feel bad for the dragons because I mean, they're kind of like, oh, we lost Tatiana.
Sorry.
Well, I think, guys, we kind of went through. I think we went through all the character portraits. We went through the, the trailer. We went through some of the earlier photos. What do you guys like most? I think, did we talk about this? What you're most excited to see? What you're most what you're hoping we're going to find out maybe in the next, before the next drop, like what we're going to find out in the next trailer, or what we're hoping to see in the actual show. Do you guys have any ideas?
Sexy sex. Boom.
Yeah. Do you think there's going to be a lot of sex? Speaking of that, yeah, that's a good question.
Where is the TNA? Where are the tits and ass and peni?
I don't know if they're going to be showing full frontal male.
Well, why
Oh,
not?
that's just boring.
Well, at the moment, it looks like Damon and Rhaenyra they're going to be the hot, they're going to be the hot thing.
Right. But I think they're also, because she's got to she's got a litany of lovers. Kristen Cole.
Because her kids have a different dad, right? That's
the rumor that her guard, probably Brandon something, because they don't look Valyrian or Targaryen. They have brown hair.
Yeah. Well, and actually in one of the shots, and I'll give History of Westeros this credit, like there is one shot, like the shot with Damon with his haircut sitting on the dais.
Yes.
That is I can't remember which strong it is, but that is like the father of one of Rhaenyra's other lovers. And the Strongs are a family that have like totally died out.
But also there's going to be Mysaria. There's there's been no mention of this. Maybe this will come later. Nettles. That'll probably become late.
Nettles later.
Yeah, she's later.
Nettles is easily going to be like season 2 or season 3.
Yeah.
That's going into the war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If she shows up at all.
Yeah.
And then so you think that what's his name? Kristen Cole will get it on with Rhaenyra?
Oh,
because
yeah,
I thought
they're lovers.
Okay.
Yeah, like they were lovers before the king died.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be
but
that.
The question is who jilted who?
Sure.
That's like the thing in the books that is never like,
it's not completely clear because we're getting it through the point of view of a maester, right? So we're not or now the other thing that they haven't showed yet is mushroom. Do you think we're going to have mushroom?
I would like to have mushroom. I would really like,
or a fool of some kind.
Because
I mean, we have the fool so far. That'd be interesting to see.
Mushroom might, you probably wouldn't see him until everyone's a little bit. Well, no, mushroom.
Because a lot of the point of view is through him, right? It's sort of his because he's always in the room, kind of thing.
Well, I mean, not like they say a lot. Okay, yeah, because the mushroom was around. Yeah, so he was like through Viserys, through the war.
He's the TMZ of Westeros. It's so true. That's why, because they sort of you can't really trust what he says. It's kind of
but also at the same time, it's probably more accurate.
It's probably more accurate.
Also, I want later to be actually showed as gay because that's the rumor that he was actually gay. That's why they
for sure. No, for sure. Yeah, he's got a lover. He does have a lover
that died in a joust. I think.
Yeah, for sure.
No, it's and also, why do you keep killing the gays? Stop killing the gays.
Angus says they deviated from the books and made Alicent attack Rhaenyra after the incident, so I think we might get mushroom. Yeah, she goes after because who does she go after in the books? She with the dagger. She's upset because her son has been
injured,
right? There's a lot of parallels between Game of Thrones and this show, actually.
Oh, sure.
Well,
yeah,
well,
'cause
for
she's
sure. I mean, they're banking on Game of Thrones for this to sell, even though Game of Thrones has been, the source of shame for quite a while now.
Well, I just mean that I think George probably borrowed from his own. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, this was a good
yeah, no, like
story.
there's
Yeah.
definitely parallels. Like, Alicent is gonna be like our Cersei. Yeah, but
Yeah.
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 And I think, and I think Laner is kind of like what's his name?
Loras?
Loras, yeah. Loras Tyrell, yeah. Tyrell. Maybe the Maesters just left out Alicent attacking her because they are biased. They could have, I don't know.
Yeah, I have like a lot of arguments about like a few different theories where it's like you can't cross the Maesters, when the histories are all from the Maesters who are kissing like whatever king's ass.
Yes.
It's like you can't, and I think it's like whenever someone like refers to not like the world of ice and fire, like, oh, this is proof that Tyrion's a Targaryen. And it's like, to a certain degree, like, it doesn't matter whether or not Tyrion's a Targaryen, like, he's a Lannister. But it's also like, yeah, but like this book was being written when like Tyrion Lannister was like the bankroller and he wanted to like paint his son as a bastard because he didn't want to like accept so yeah, but it's also like that's me doing a lot of work to deny something. It's like I don't think George is like that.
Yeah, Tatiana, is there anything that I know sort of touched on at the beginning, but is there anything you're really kind of excited about to see in this show? Besides the sex and the smut and the maybe we were talking about maybe some battles, but the dragon, the dragon action.
Yeah,
it looks pretty good. Like just a little bit of CG we saw.
Most of all, I want to see complexity in the characters. I mean, they always give a lot of complexity to characters, but like from what you hear, you think it's like clear cut, like, oh, Rhaenyra is the good and Aegon is the bad, and it's all like. But I want, layers. I want onions. I want layers. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, even though like I'm Team Black all day, but
Same.
I certainly wouldn't say like I think we're gonna see. I think we're gonna see like a slow burn of Rhaenyra going down away, like, and so that's gonna be like an interesting conversation considering like how they treated Daenerys at the end of Game of Thrones, and like we aren't gonna argue whether it was right or wrong. That's a different conversation, but how like the parallels, like and I think like Damon's going to be like the bad guy that we love.
Yeah.
And the more she gets entwined with him, and and they're gonna get married. So
I honestly think like Peter Baelish is going to be split in between Otto Hightower and Damon.
Oh, okay, interesting. I have to say
because at least the way I see it, because maybe it's that way I see Matt Smith in the role. Like he has a very soft spoken voice, and I can see him being like very persuasive and like.
I just have to say something.
Yeah,
I have to say something that I've been meaning to confess. I always thought Peter Baelish was super hot, and
I mean he is like.
No, I probably said this ages ago. I probably said
Aidan
this
Gillen is hot,
but I was just like, I was like, oh my god, Sansa! Like, I'm not gonna say Sansa, but Sansa. Sansa Stark. Yeah, he's a total hottie. Yeah. I own a brothel, which is a bit weird, but other than that,
he provides for love. Sex is history's oldest profession.
It's true. Hi, Ian Trone.
Yeah.
Hello.
One thing I totally forgot. So last
Rhonda.
year for my birthday, my best friend bought me the Game of Thrones tarot deck.
Oh my God, that's
they look
amazing.
gorgeous.
That's amazing.
Oh my God! If I
That's
was in any
beautiful. She's
way
wearing her like
about tarot, I will absolutely buy those because they look gorgeous.
it is really gorgeous.
They're not. I would not suggest a newbie to tarot to use
Here's
these
Peter's
as like a learning, and then death.
Peter's name. Oh, what did you say? What did you say? That how
Cassie?
someone said Peter originally?
Tire.
Patire. Yeah, he says
Patire.
it's pronounced
Patire.
Patire, y'all.
Patire. Patire by Eilish.
I was gonna say the actress who plays Rhaenyra, by the way, she's in a really good show, which unfortunately was canceled, and it was like a supernatural type of show. And it was the guy
Emma Darcy.
Emma Darcy, yeah, and she
Okay.
played this sort of I don't know. Jack and I watched it. That's the only show I've seen her in, but she was actually really, really good. So I think it's going to be, it's funny because when I first saw Game of Thrones, I didn't know really any of the actors, even Peter Dinklage. I think I had seen him maybe in I don't even know if I'd seen him in anything.
I mean, like,
Peter Tires.
Ned is.
Peter's.
Hey, I found. Ned is the only. Why am I?
Oh yeah. Sorry, Ned. I knew Ned.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
But really,
I didn't know anybody.
Like the lovers.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love that.
Yeah.
Is that them on top of the wall? Are they on the wall there?
Yeah, that's them on top of the wall.
Mm-hmm. They're at the top of the world.
Unfortunately, out of all the cards in the deck, there's only one card that like remotely references Stannis.
Aww, is he a warrior?
What is it?
But like even more so, like there's no Davos cards.
What?
Here's the Queen of Swords.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. Although she should have been the Queen of Cups because she's drunk, and the High Priestess.
Yes.
I mean, they could. Ooh. Yeah.
Carl's saying, Brienne meet Petyre.
Oh yeah,
Brienne meet Brienne.
Well, I think someone said in the comments that a voice actor that did this. Oh my God. The audiobook, they actually pronounced it Brienne.
Really?
I think so.
Not Breen, yeah.
Or
I've said any number of ways to say names. Like I've been.
Oh yeah, I mean, and like
I'm so bad. Like with I've gotten better, but
it's not spelled Peter, and I'm sure they did not give Roy Dotrice a script that like phonetically spelled things out.
Yeah, but apparently, like I've always said Arya, like is in the opera, and George said no, it's Arya.
Arya.
It's not Arya, like Arya.
Yeah, well, he's the only one because
he is.
It says
no, it's Arya. But there's actually the wiki has a pronunciation guide.
Oh,
if anybody is ever here, but anyway, I have people correcting me, and I'm like, all right, sorry, I'm really set in my ways. Oh, hi, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Is that Penelope?
No, this is Buster. He's got
hi, Buster.
Hi, Buster.
So anyway, do you guys want to talk about anything else before we wrap up?
I don't know what you guys in the chat say. You have anything we should like to conversate about?
Yeah.
Cat.
Meow. Aura. Yeah, he was saying it's Arya. He said. Anyway, it must be weird as an author, though. You're like writing a book and you have it in your mind, But I thought it was really weird and jarring when I saw an interview with him and he said Dothraki. He put the emphasis on the syllable or what have you, right?
Yeah, that's what Iron Throne just said. Like brought it up.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I haven't
Brian
edited my
E.
photos. So my trip, I went to one of the places I went to Santa Fe, and I went to Meow Wolf. Which
I'll be right back.
do you guys know what Meow Wolf is?
No.
All right, so Meow Wolf is like this kind of artist. It's this like interactive like art installation that was the first one was in Santa Fe, and like they basically got George to fund it. And it's this like wonderful, weird, like you start in and it's like this house, and like a murder has taken place at the house, and it kind of reminds me of like Sleep No More, where there's like interactive features, like you can follow a story, but then you like enter like these like different like hidden rooms and portals. It's this big art installation, but like when you enter the house, there's a welcome mat, like a floor mat, and it said beyond this point here be dragons, which
Here be dragons.
a wonderful, like, considering like George R. Martin gave him the money to do it, and it's so fucking awesome.
Aww.
Like they have one in Vegas and they have one in Denver, and they're different. The experience, like, it's totally different stories, experiences. It was so cool. It was really cool. And like in New Mexico is like, it is the land of enchantment.
Aww.
Yeah, like
Khaleesi? Really? Khaleesi? I think I've heard some people say Khaleesi instead of Khaleesi.
Yeah.
Angel Lover wants me to do Foundation. Have you guys seen Foundation?
No, never even heard of it.
Lee Pace. Oh my god, Lee Pace. Holy shit. That guy is like hot. Like hottie hot. No, it's a really great show. It's an Isaac Asimov show, science fiction.
Oh, yeah, I know who Isaac Asimov is. The one who wrote I, Robot, right?
Yes, exactly. So yeah, the costumes in it are amazing. Okay, I'll think about it, Angel Lover. I will. I wanted to do a costume video on is the Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. But
that's a good one.
There's so many costumes in it. I'm going, oh my god. So I'm trying to figure out a way to tackle it.
Just start by Midge. Start by Midge.
No, I was going to just do her because I think it's just too much otherwise, right, guys? Like to just. Yeah. What I wanted to talk about is I was just thinking about this today. So one of the weird things that's happening is House of the Dragon is coming out in August, and then Lord of the Rings is coming out in September, and so they're
nearly a week apart. There's like House of the Dragons is at the 21st, and then right the next week is Lord of the Rings.
It's crazy. So it's going to be like, I think Lord of the Rings on Friday, House of the Dragon on Sunday, I believe, the same time slot as Game of Thrones. So what I was wondering is, would you guys maybe be up to doing like a weekly episode? I know, Rebecca, you're really busy, but I thought it would be really fun if we did a weekly House of the Dragon analysis or something.
I mean, I would definitely be down, but flexible.
Yeah, we might have to be a little bit flexible. I'm totally down. I'm looking for a job right now, so I don't know if and or when I get a job, I don't know what my hours are. I'll keep you posted.
Yeah,
but absolutely, I would love to do it.
Yeah, because I was thinking, Leanne says, have you ever seen The Fall with Lee Pace? Yes. The costumes are absolutely amazing. It's the same costume designer as The Cell. Or no, maybe that was that was The Cell.
Okay.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, no, sorry. The Fall is done by Aiko, I believe.
Oh yeah. I mean
Yoka. And
Queen
she
Aiko.
also did, and The Cell. I think she did that as well.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I really want to review that show, like that movie.
Yeah.
But anyways, Lee Pace is also Lord of the Rings.
The stories and all that good, but the costumes not cool.
Yeah. It was the same with Snow White or whatever, the one that Aiko did. It was called Sleeping. What was it called? It wasn't Snow White. Was it Snow White?
Maleficent or whatever.
Yeah, it was with
Angelina?
Lily Collins and that actor who got kind of in a lot of trouble. He's been kind of under. Well, you guys are talking. I'll look it up. Here we go.
Wait, no, I'm.
Look it up. Snow White, and it'll come up right away.
Oh, I mean, he's.
Mirror. That's it. Army Hammer. Hammer.
Oh, when we're.
I don't know what the deal with that guy is. Army Hammer.
When we're
he's been canceled.
He has been canceled
because of he did like sexual and domestic abuse to his girlfriends, and he apparently has a cannibalism fetish. So.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, Army Hammer. But anyway, he's in Mirror, and Aiko Ashioka did the costumes for it, and it's like and Julia Roberts' costume. She plays the stepmother or what have you.
Yeah.
Her costumes are amazing. So it's the same designer as the Cell and the Fall. It's funny they're all these short little names, right? All right, so that's what I was thinking would be really fun if we did. During House of the Dragon, it's gonna be crazy.
There was one summer where it was Game of Thrones and Twin Peaks: The Return, but they were like one after the other. So it was like I would watch Game of Thrones and then I would watch Twin Peaks.
Yeah,
and that was like. In a way, it's like I would not recommend that. Like, but Twin Peaks was probably more intense than like the House of the Dragon versus and Lord of the Rings.
But it's gonna be really weird, like because like someone like In Deep Geek who is both like a Lord of the Rings and a House of the Dragon. I'm kind of trying to decide like where do I want to put my energies because it's going to be exhausting otherwise. Like I'm going to watch both shows.
Right.
But I've been kind of thinking I probably feel more comfortable with House of the Dragon than I do with Lord of the Rings because Robert, like he's, he knows so much about that. The costumes like look amazing. Like it's Kate Dickey, I think is the costume designer. She did Crimson Peak, which is one of my favorite costume design. Not Kate Dickey. She's fucking from Game of Thrones. By the way, did you notice, Rebecca, all of the Game of Thrones actors that were in The Northman? There were two Sandor Cleganes in it.
Wait, who was Sandor?
I didn't know it either. So Sandor, one Sandor, the Icelandic Sandor was, when they do that brutal football ball.
Like when they're playing lacrosse.
Yes, that's one of the Sandors. The other Sandor is the mound dweller, like the one that like he's like a dead knight and he's sitting there with a sword and he has to go and take the sword from him. That was the other one because the actor is 7 feet tall, so they hired him because he's massive, right? And then Kate Dickey was in it, of course, and she played the crazy.
You mean the mountain?
The mountain, yeah. Sorry, did I say Sandor Clegane? The mountain?
Yeah, no, Sandor.
No, Sandor is the hound.
Oh, Sandor's the hound? Oh, I'm sorry.
Clegane.
What's the Clegane? Which one's the other one? Which one's the mountain?
Gregor.
Sorry, Gregor Clegane.
Yeah.
Yes. So there's two of this Gregor Cleganes because there were three, I guess, in the Game of Thrones show. And, because in season, like they kept changing him. Like by the time we ended up with the end, we had the big, massive guy. I think he was Icelandic. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But Kate Dickey is in it. And she was, Kat Stark's sister. Kate Dickey forever in indie horror. By the way, Kate Dickey, I fucking love her. Yeah. Like she is awesome. Yeah. Like she was in The Witch as well. She is fucking amazing.
I had a very I have not seen The Witch.
Oh my God, you have to see it.
But I can't tell if it's like on the level of like, okay, I'm really gonna get fucking freaked out if I watch The Witch.
Have you seen Hereditary?
No. There's something about like modern.
Do you like horror?
Like,
if you don't like horror, you might not like it.
I like old horror. Like I like Get Out. I liked Us.
Okay, then you'll like it. You'll like it.
Like,
if you like both those, you'll like it.
You know, like
it's more
psychological.
It's more psychological. Yeah, exactly. Tatiana, have you seen it? The Witch?
I've seen a lot of scenes. I've seen reviews of it. I have not sat down and seen it.
The most horrifying movie to me still now is Midsommar. I'm still like freaked out about it. Even when I think about Midsommar, I'm still completely freaked out by it completely. It's so horrifying to me. Midsommar. I don't know if anybody here has seen it. DK said, just watched The Witch for the first time after watching Northman. Can't believe I put this off. Watch it. So there you go. That's a reigning endorsement.
All right. I mean,
Liza forever.
I've seen Lighthouse, and
I at first I didn't like it. If I felt it was too slow, but then I thought about it, and now I love it.
Yeah, it's one of those. I watched it, and I was like, this movie I have to watch again to like fully understand it, appreciate it, and like now it's like not on any streaming platforms, but
Cerelia, is that you in the picture, your profile picture? Like dressed up in like a Star Trek outfit? Let me know. That's really great.
Yeah. No, that's great.
Yeah. See her there?
You two might like this. So in a few weeks I'm going to this thing in upstate New York. It's like
that sounds terrifying. Is it the Catskills?
Like this like artist thing.
That sounds like the making of a horror movie right there.
Well, Burning Man. But so everybody that goes up there like wearing camps. Our camp's theme is carnival, which I'm joining a camp that does a carnival every year, and they've asked me to be their tarot reader, and it's like great. But I have to like dress up, and I'm not going to dress up in a racist gypsy costume because it's racist. So I was like kind of like ringing, like, it's like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And I have a ringmaster costume. So I'm going to do that.
Oh, nice.
But then I'm just going to buy like a spinny wheel. So I'm going to be the Wheel of Fortune teller.
Nice.
So I'm gonna like, put the tarot cards on, but it's like I thought that was a good mashup costume idea.
Yeah, you have to see. By the way, you guys have to see Nightmare Alley.
I've been wanting to watch it.
It was one of those movies. I'm kind of like, I said to Jack, I said, I don't know. It's not the best movie I've ever seen. It's based off of a book and then an old movie, like a film noir. I mean, they really did a great job of capturing it. It just, I don't know if it was I love Benicio del Toro. Is it Benicio del Toro? My favorite movie is Crimson Peak. Like, I love Crimson Peak. And I kind of liked the, what is it called? Like Water. That one was pretty good. Shape of Water.
Shape of Water. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, but Pan's Labyrinth. Yeah, but that one I was like, I don't know, it was a little bit, it wasn't completely, but then I watched a review of it, and the review was actually more intriguing. Like when you watch Tatiana, those breakdown of a movie kind of thing. I was like, this is actually way more interesting than I realized. It might have been my mood at the time, but definitely the styling and the design and everything is really awesome. It's really great.
I mean, if you can trust Guillermo del Toro to do something, is to make a movie and or show look beautiful.
Yes.
I also have a Guillermo del Toro tarot deck.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
John's asking you, Wheel of Fortune teller, so you're dressing as Vanna White?
Oh no, we're like, I'm we've talked about like me and my friends have talked about this. Like we might end up doing something in that vein, but I like there's a parade. I'm gonna dress up as a ringmaster. I'm just gonna have like the wheel.
Yeah.
Like I'm just gonna hang it. This is like everything's janky at this. Like this is not like a cosplay thing, but yes, we have talked about having like a real Wheel of Fortune teller game set up, but
that'd be fun. Carl's saying would have loved to have seen Del Toro's version of The Hobbit, and which is actually Kate. I've got her last name wrong. Who's working on the new Lord of the Rings? She was supposed to be the costume designer on that. I was gonna say like Kat. You know Kat from WandaVision. I loved her costume in that. Do you remember Kat from? She wears glasses, kind of like mine.
She was like from Thor as well, right?
She's from Thor. Yeah, she's sort of the quirky, techie girl.
No, Kat Dennings.
Kat Dennings, yes. Yeah, she has a really great, like, I remember at one point, like when the whole, like Wanda's sort of, she sort of turns all of them into a circus kind of thing. And then Kat Denning has this really cute, like sort of circus outfit.
Right.
And I love that outfit. That was one of my favorite costumes in the show.
And that was like the Arrested Development episode.
Oh yeah, I know that was so good. It was good. It was such a. Are you guys going to go see Doctor Strange?
I want to see Doctor Strange.
I do want to see it, but I'm going to be hella lost because I have not seen anything ever just related since like Black Panther.
Did you didn't watch WandaVision then, right?
No,
I heard that. Like,
I keep having this idea in my mind of like a YouTube show where I react to movies and I would do like a marathon of like reacting to all the Marvel movies and those TV shows, but they would take like forever. And there's
Alicia,
also like
I have a body like Kat Dennings. I've got sort of the big boobs and the thicker kind of girly kind of bod. I'm like a Kat Dennings.
The reverse Kat Dennings. I have next to nothing up top, but I do have it on the bottom.
Yeah, Tatiana's got it on the bottom. I got it on the top. I love Kat Dennings. I think she's great. She used to be on a show like two girls who are trying to like start a muffin business. Two broke girls. Yeah, they're trying to start like a cupcake business or something.
Yeah, it wasn't very funny. I remember.
Well, there was some. It was some like Yeah, I know. I kind of get what you're saying there. Totally. Yeah, but you could see that she definitely had some talent there.
Yeah,
and then it's funny. The girl who plays her co-worker went on to do this show called Upload, which is so good. It's such a good show. It's on Netflix. Or maybe it's Amazon.
But wasn't Thor before Two Broke Girls? Yeah. So she's been around.
I don't think she's in the first one. I think she's like
in Thor. She was in the first Thor, yeah.
Is she in the first Thor?
Uh-huh.
Oh, so she got Two Broke Girls after Thor?
Maybe. I don't know. I've never seen.
But, Alicia's asking if I'm hitting on her. Alicia, you're like, you're my like, how do I put it? Like, she's my like, if I didn't have my husband, I would have Alicia. There you go. She's my girlfriend. Alicia, you can be my girlfriend if you want. Do you want to be my girlfriend? I do have a husband. He's upstairs. I don't even know what he's doing. I went up there and it was like, when I had to leave for a few moments, and it was like abandoned. I was like, where did everybody go? I go, and then Jack's like, oh, I'm just yes, YouTube wife. That's exactly it. So anyway, so we've decided then that it would be fun maybe to do a weekly reaction to, because I've been thinking about it. I'm like, it's not going to be that far away. And I was like, oh my God, I better get this together, like this act together, right?
Yeah.
Because all the YouTubers are going to be like, I've already seen people who don't even do Game of Thrones are like, I'm going to be covering Game of Thrones. I'm going to be, or I'm going to be covering House of the Dragon, I should say. So yeah, it's going to be, it'll be really fun, but we can kind of do it from more of our slant as opposed to how they do it. So I'm going to think we could wrap things up. I think we lost 30 days. He was tired of giving me the countdown.
He Irish goodbye.
He bailed.
He Irish goodbye it. Yeah.
Oh, did he? When? I didn't see it.
I mean, no, he just
Well,
left.
that's the point.
No, that's the Irish goodbye. They don't say goodbye. They just
like,
leave.
Oh, they don't say goodbye. Oh,
you
yeah,
don't
that's
say
you know what?
goodbye.
That's so funny because that's something I do. That's
So
something
do I.
I do. I'm
I
the
did
type
it
of
the other
person who
day.
just leaves parties without saying goodbye.
I
That
was like,
makes sense because I'm Irish.
bye.
Carl says, Tatiana, you can start drinking at the start and just evolve into cussing at the screen in Spanish. I could watch. I would watch.
It's more likely that I would just fall asleep right in front of the camera, and if he's live, you would just be watching like
Yeah.
a never-ending girl.
Yeah, this poor girl is just like graduating. She's about ready to move. Like,
I want to move. I'm
Yeah.
looking for a job. I'm trying to get my career started. It's a whole lot. It's been a very long month. A very long 2 months, actually.
yeah.
It's been a lot.
John, I don't have any costumes in my house. Like I used to have a costume business, and so I had it was ridiculous. I had like, oh my God, I had costumes everywhere. It was like I remember one time I was doing a show and I had a spare bedroom, and basically the spare bedroom I had costumes like just piled up like stacks and stacks of costumes, and I would just go in there and be like, okay, I'm gonna pull this out. But no, I don't. I actually have a few costumes left, and I've managed to whittle them away. So it's been because I have children, so I wouldn't have any room for them anymore. But anyway, I just want to thank everyone so much for coming tonight. It's been so nice having this reunion with both Tatiana. Tatiana wasn't as long for you, but I haven't seen Rebecca in ages.
Yeah.
So this is really, really nice. And I told her, I said, I just wanted to do this so I could hang out with you. And it's been really, really fun. And even though it's like it's a Tuesday night, but it feels like it's been kind of, or is it a Monday? It's a Monday night. It's not even a Tuesday night. I still have oh, by the way, I'm taking off Thursday. I think you guys know I work for my sister. So I called her and I said, listen, I know this is kind of naughty, but would I be able to take Thursday off because it's my anniversary and Jack happens to be off that day. He always works our anniversary. I think every anniversary he's had to work. And so he said, oh my God, like keep asking me to work. But I told them, no, I can't work. So anyway, so we're going to play hooky. You know what we're doing?
What?
We're going to go for pedicures.
Work, bitch.
Yeah. And then we're gonna go for brunch, and then like in the evening we're gonna go see Jack, what's the movie called? It's like Everywhere All at Once.
Oh, with Michelle.
Oh, Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah.
Michelle Yeoh. For some reason, I always want to say Michelle Kwan when I know it's not Kwan, but I always forget that it's Yeoh.
So we're going to see that. And then my son said,
"Yo, you're a goddess. I'm sorry."
My son said, well, I really want to go see that movie. Can I come see it? I'm like, it's our anniversary. Like, we want to go on our own. Like, are we going to be like, are you going to sit in between us? That'd be just weird, So anyway, we're going to go. So I said to Jack, I came downstairs the other day and I said, okay, now this sounds really weird. And like, just hear me out. What do you think? Like, if we go for pedicures, wouldn't that be fun? And he was like, okay, sure. So that's kind of cute, huh?
Yeah. I love it.
And then it'll be nice because it's spring and, you get your feet done and it'll be, then they're kind of done. So anyway, I get to play hooky from work and do that. So even though today's Monday, I've got Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I get a day off in the middle of the week.
Nice.
Costume madness. Okay. So, all right, we've worked it out that we're going to work out some kind of like schedule. The show's on Sunday. We could do a Monday night like we're doing tonight if you guys want. If that works out, or a Tuesday if we need a bit more time to kind of figure it out. So Cerelia, she said that is her costume. Doesn't she look gorgeous?
Yeah, that is
gorgeous.
It's great.
Great.
Yeah,
really great.
Looks amazing. I'd love to see
you could be like Spock's daughter.
Yes. I'd love to see like a full version of that. She's got the is it Spock fingers? Like
oh, you can do it. I can't do it.
No, I can't. Yeah. John says, how dare you not be with your children 24/7 and on your anniversary?
I was going to say, you should like bring him to the movie with you, but you guys should like make out like you're teenagers.
And then he will never
And
want
then
to be
he'll
anywhere with
never
you
want
ever
to
again.
you guys ever get on your anniversary.
Oh my god, that's so funny. I should tell
Although
him that.
next year is my parents' 50th anniversary.
Oh, they're so
What is it?
It's their
anniversary.
50th anniversary.
Wow, that's
And
amazing.
Silver.
We're gonna go to
Is that silver or gold? Is it gold? Is there gold here? Aww.
and we're going to Key West.
Oh, amazing.
Ooh.
Like the whole family is going.
Ooh, well, girl, you'll work on that tan.
In December, yeah, because their anniversary.
Girl, it's Key West. There's going to be sun and heat. Believe as a tropical, there's going to be sun.
I am totally fine going to Key West in December. Like, yes. I mean, they're in Florida most of the time, but still, like, I don't like where they are in Florida, but I love Key West. Yeah.
I was thinking the Beach Boys when I think of Key West. Down at Pocono.
Oh.
They come fast and they will make it snow. That's where we want to go. Aruba, Jamaica. Ooh,
that movie Cocktail,
that was Cocktail, yeah, for Tom Cruise. By the way, we're gonna go see this movie this week. The other movie that looks amazing is there's a new movie with Nick Cage. Have you guys seen that?
I want to see that.
It's like Nick Cage is playing himself.
Like I think he's back. Like, you know what? How he had done so many movies that he was just like sleeping through them all. But bitch, he's back. The bitch is
I've
back.
always loved Nick Cage. Like we were talking about this the other day. I've loved one of the very first movies I ever saw him in when I was a kid was Valley Girl. And he played this sort of hot boy from like Hollywood. And there's this girl, and she's like a good girl from the Valley who meets this guy, and he's got like dyed red hair. And it was before he had his teeth done and everything. So it's just like a little bit wrong, but adorkable, kind of how he is in Raising Arizona, sort of like. It's like Robert Downey Jr. Like Robert Downey Jr. had his teeth fixed and everything, but before that, he kind of had like gaps, and he was kind of like slightly like super cute kind of thing. So anyway,
I think the movie that introduced me to Nick Cage was Face Off.
Yes, I love Face Off,
and I saw it when I was like 6 or 7. I'm pretty sure it's like the first movie I ever saw of Nicolas Cage.
Yeah,
not the best movie to be watched. Honestly, not the best movie to be watching when you're 7 years old.
Alicia,
I love any reference to Nick Cage, like when like other actors are telling stories, because he's crazy, but they're also like he's crazy, but he really fucking cares.
Yeah, no, totally true.
I
was gonna say, by the way, Alicia, we should have Alicia on our panel when we do our
no, AK. I'm sorry, I'm gonna, because John that was a joke. Like, because John's like, wait, you've been married for 50 years? Like, did you get married at 7? And it's like, well, you're implying that I'm in my 50s. I don't care.
Yes, he was in Moonstruck. He was
so good. I watched that. It's on HBO right now. It is so good. I forgot.
Yeah, he's a love interest.
Yeah,
my first Nick Cage movie was that I really remember is Raising Arizona.
I need a baby. They got more than they can handle
all the time on cable when I was a kid. Like my brother and I, like, it was like this weird movie that we kind of got, but like didn't get. So
yeah, Jack and I actually are kind of a romance movie. Is what's it called? The Marrying Man. Is it The Marrying Man?
Oh,
it's like he plays this guy who's kind of really arrogant and full of himself, and then he meets like an angel who it's Christmas time, who takes him into an alternative life, and Taya Leone is his wife and everything, and he's married and he has kids and he's just completely out of his element. And then of course it's sort of like, it's kind of like Groundhog Day. He learns to, be a better person and all that kind of thing. It's really sweet, beautiful movie. So Jack and I, that's kind of our sweet movie that we like watching together. Dick Cage movie, and he's really great in it.
Peggy Sue Got Married.
Peggy Sue Got Married. Yeah. That's a good one.
And
the Weatherman. Oh my God. The Weatherman is really funny because people like throw like drinks at him. They really hate him. He'll be walking down the street and people just like hit him with like a bottle of water or something because they're so mad at him because everyone hates the Weatherman.
Yeah.
I was going to say, Alicia, when we do our weekly thing, we should get Alicia to come and do it with us. So it'd be really fun too.
Yeah.
And Tanya, we should ask Tanya if she wants to. I think she'll probably be watching House of the Dragon.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
we should
talk to her and like see what her and Nikki are doing. Have you met Nikki yet?
I've never met her, but she's come into the chat when we've done live stream together.
Yeah.
And I love Tanya. She has a little boy now. He's just the cutest thing ever, right?
Well, so Garvey is like, he's going to be a year in September.
So we had her one time and she had the baby sitting on her lap. Like it was just the dorbs. Yeah.
Oh, right. And there was a reason why I couldn't make that one.
Yeah. So, anyway, so we should probably say goodbye because I'm going to have to go to work tomorrow, but this has been so fun. I've had such a blast, you guys.
Yeah, it's been great. I miss doing these.
Yeah. Me too. Okay. So, all right. So Tatiana, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself, where they can find you? I put links in the description.
Oh, yay. Well, I have a blog, kind of. It's TatianaMelendez.com. Just put it in there, you'll see it. I have my Instagram, which is Tatiana Melendez PR. And you can find me in any costumeco comment section of any video of any of Heidi's videos, really. I'm usually always there somewhere.
Yeah, Tatiana's done a lot of we did actually the whole prequel series. We did a whole Game of Thrones prequel series.
Yeah.
And Tatiana co-produced that with me and Vanessa.
Yeah, there were a lot of pictures.
A lot. And then we also did several best of Game of Thrones, worst of Game of Thrones. We did a bunch of those as well. So top 10, top 20 or whatever. We'll have to do some of those when the show comes out too. We'll have to go through them and and then Rebecca, tell everybody where people can find you.
You can find me on the socials at Shadowcat Becks. I never tweet.
I've seen
neither do I hate Twitter. I do not have a Twitter account.
I'm on Twitter a lot. I don't.
Yeah.
But I just don't tweet. But I'm on Instagram and I do tarot readings if anyone ever wants to get a tarot reading. And
yeah, she's pretty good.
You know what we should do when we do our House of the Dragon, weekly thing? We could end it with a tarot reading.
Yeah,
that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
And you could use your Game of Thrones tarot cards. Yeah, there's a really interesting scene in Nightmare Alley where they do a tarot reading. So I'd be interested to see what you think of that.
And I actually, a friend of mine is producing a show and he gave me a script and he's like, I need a couple of accurate tarot readings for this outcome. And it's like, okay.
What are the cats doing behind you there? What's going on there?
She's got the zoomies.
Aw, so cute.
Yeah, she's got
Jackie says she wants a tarot reading.
Yeah, Jackie, Shadowcat Becks on Instagram.
I put a link. I put both Tatiana and Rebecca's
and I'm still learning. So
by the way, I quit Facebook my channel. I just found it. I was like, oh, this is just weird. So I just kind of stopped it. Like they were kind of doing like, I don't know, everything was really difficult. Every time I went to go to do a post, it would be like, do you want to do this now? And do you want to do this now? And I'm like, oh my God, I just want to post something. Why are you making life hell? So we lost Rebecca. So I just sort of removed, I just stopped doing it on, you know. Jackie says, I don't have an Instagram.
Oh, did she leave?
I think that was an accident. I'm off to embroider something or other in honor of tonight's. Oh, here she is.
Oh,
Sorry.
I love embroidery.
Oh, Carl, do you do embroidery?
Oh, I love embroidery. Godspeed, my
please
friend.
send me a picture. I want to see what you're going to do. Oh,
yes, I love embroidery. I've always wanted to learn.
30 days. We were saying earlier that you did an Irish goodbye. Tatiana, what's an Irish goodbye again?
When you don't say goodbye, you just leave.
Yeah, but anyway, we are wrapping up.
Don't worry, 30 days.
It's a 3-hour stream, but that's okay because we were kind of like hanging out, and I haven't seen Tatiana and I haven't seen Rebecca in ages. So we were like, even though we were talking about House of the Dragon, we were also kind of hanging out. By the way, I love his new logo. It's a pretty cool logo he's got there.
Ooh, very professional.
Yeah, very professional. 30 days.
Becks, we should go antiquing. You told me like the last time we saw each other that you knew about this like the antique store somewhere in Brooklyn.
There's like thrift and there's antique.
Oh, thrift.
There's one like kind of like by Greenwood that I think you should absolutely go to. Like when Heidi comes to visit, I'm gonna take her to. That has like a good clothing selection, but it's like it's not it's not like there's like great shops in like the west in the city where it's like, oh, these are, you would not imagine like the shit that they have in there. It's not that good, but I have good places.
Carl, Carl is saying that I'm lying. I do suture stuff. Are you at work? Are you a surgeon? Like, what are you?
A doctor?
I'm a surgeon.
A nurse?
Hey.
A medical professional?
By the way, oh my God, guys, have you seen the trailer for the Weird Al Yankovic movie?
Yes.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh my God, Tatiana, you have to see it. It's starring, what's his name? Harry Potter.
Danny Radcliffe?
Yeah, Danny Radcliffe was playing.
I've loved him even more now than Harry Potter because he's just gone off the deep end. He just accepts like the weirdest movies. Did you see that video of him in like full BDSM get up singing "I'll be coming around the mountain" when she comes? It's like the gayest thing, and I am in love with it.
No, I haven't.
Oh my God! Look up Daniel Radcliffe. She'll be coming down the mountain.
That's hilarious.
Like, oh my God! You just think Harry Potter and then think that you're like, what the fuck am I watching?
Yeah, well, it was supposed to be originally. It was like a Funny or Die skit or something. The movie idea.
Well, and there was a parody on Funny or Die.
Yeah.
With Aaron Paul as Weird Al.
Oh my God.
And Weird Al was in it as like some like record executive, like, you're never gonna make it. But it was a parody where this is a little bit more.
Alicia said we had her.
He deserves it. Weird Al is a legend. He's an icon and he is the moment.
I'm gonna say something. Daniel Radcliffe is too short for Weird Al, but
yeah, I will give you that.
But apparently Weird Al picked him because he was on Graham Norton and he had done this weird like song or something.
It's perfect. Like
it's more of a quirky, you know.
No, he is actually like going to be really good. The trailer, like that, like the trailer but it's only on like the Roku channel, and it's like,
yeah, Jacqueline and I were looking it up. I'm like, there's a Roku channel? I didn't know there's, and then we tried to watch something and it wouldn't work.
Yeah,
it wouldn't. So I don't know what the deal is there.
That's going to be a really big disappointment. So
yeah,
they're going to figure something out.
Put it on Netflix.
I want to just thank, and we didn't give a gift away to this time, but maybe what we'll do is when we start doing the House of the Dragon videos, we'll do like a weekly, I can figure out something fun, like a weekly giveaway to give. So I didn't do a giveaway this time, guys. So I hope you just be, hanging out with us was
This is impressive.
was
This is
reward enough.
prize.
I'm laughing as I'm saying that. Yeah, Daniel is quirky dude in general. Kids got chops. This is gonna be so good.
I saw him live. I saw him in England. I met him in England.
You did?
I saw him at the Old Bailey when he did
Equitus.
Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead.
Oh,
He did the famous speech. He was so good. His comedy timing was mwah. And then he had like a meet and greet afterwards.
yeah.
God damn it, I should have worn my Gryffindor. The one time I don't wear my Gryffindor scarf, I was so mad at myself. And I met him and he was like the nicest guy. And also he's not that short. He's just like a little bit taller than me. He's like maybe like a 5'7", 5'8".
Yeah.
Yeah. I was in an elevator with him once and he's like my height.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
like,
he's not that short.
How tall is
you know
Weird
what?
Al?
People are giving him like a Napoleon complex where he's like he's not like where they say, oh, Napoleon was short. No, he wasn't. He was of average height for his time.
Yeah, no, I don't think Daniel Radcliffe cares.
How tall is Weird Al? Is he really tall?
I don't know, but I'm guessing like he. I'm googling.
Alicia, I was thinking, we'll think of something fun. Like we could even just do Amazon gift cards or something, or like something. Because I was finding like Alicia, by the way, did you get the thing I sent you? I sent you something. Did you get it finally? I'm so bad for mailing items because I have to actually go physically to the post office and do it. Whereas if it's just a gift card, I can just email it. Like.
Yeah.
Alicia, did you get what I sent you? What did I send you? I sent you like a Yoda pendant or something. Tell me in the chat if you got it or not. Yeah, we had like I think it was like I found this really cute Grogu pendant. And from it was so cute. And then but I had these Canadian maple candies that I'd picked up just to have on hand. And so I sent those to Alicia. I said, I don't know if you're going to like these because they're,
have you guys heard of this plate? This plate.
What's it called?
This plate.
No.
It's this company where they make like artwork and they make it on like metal plates instead of like actual paper or things, because and that way it doesn't like age or fray or get damaged.
Oh, that's cool.
And they do like Star Wars artwork. Like I've seen like some amazing ones of Grogu and the Mandalorian and like the original. They have like this really fabulous one of Leia just being a badass bitch with the white dress. And apparently they have a discount now for like 30 to 40% off depending on how much you buy. And they're not that expensive. I don't think.
That's very cool. She said she got it. So Alicia, you'll have to let me know how the candies are because next time, Alicia, I send you a package. I'm getting some for an event I'm doing. I'm getting some like maple caramel popcorn from Canada is the largest producer of maple syrup in the world. So I'm getting for an event I'm doing. I'm getting like a pallet of like maple syrup, maple caramel popcorn. So I'll have to send you some maple caramel popcorn. I don't know. It's probably really sweet.
By the way, Weird Al Yankovic is 6 feet.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, he's 6 feet and Daniel Radcliffe is 5'5".
Oh, he's only 5'5". Really?
No, he's not.
Yeah, that's what.
He's taller than I am. I'm like 5'6". He's literally taller than I am.
He might have been wearing boots or something.
Yeah.
I mean.
Okay, so we're gonna let go. We're gonna let you guys go because after 11. Okay, so bye everybody.
Bye.
Say bye, Tatiana.
Bye, dearest.
Bye. I had fun. Bye, everybody.
Ciao.